UpAllNight, folks.
Yo.
How y'all doing tonight?
How's everybody doing?
What's crack-a-lackin', y'all?
Damn near 1 a.m.
It's barely Thursday, too. Usually this is done on a
Central
Thursday
time.
night or a Friday night, but this will be
Central time.
basically the final week of the show for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Don't know if Mars has announced that to y'all, but that's basically what's happening.
The season finale.
It is not the extermination of the show. It is more just the pause. The actual
You know,
pause.
every TV show comes in seasons, man. We're still waiting for.
Yeah,
Rick
you
and
can't
Morty
constantly
season
write
three,
like,
right?
like high tier episodes all the time. It's
Yeah,
just, it's
yeah.
draining.
Most definitely, dude. Also, I was telling people this is the last week of the show, and they're like, "Why are you stopping it?" Everyone's kind of like,
Yeah,
which is cool
yeah.
because it's like, whoa, so you guys interested in me keeping it up?
That's true. I know what you mean. It's a good like gauge for like you subconsciously where it's like, that's why I stream sometimes because it's like, wait, did I really get 70 views like in a day for no fucking reason?
Yeah.
Like even if you just like scrolled by for like, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 seconds and heard something and you were like, whatever. But the fact of the matter is you get reactions and like you said, it's interesting that people they're showing concern basically,
Yeah.
It's not even like the most concern, like emotional concern, more along the lines of like, wait, dude, like, I thought you had a thing going. Basically, it kind of gives you an idea that other people are noticing that you're putting work into something, basically.
Yeah.
Even if they don't like applaud it, they don't have to necessarily sit there and stroke you on it. It's more like just recognizing what's going on, like legit recognizing the tangibility of things. This is Mario, such and such that I knew from such and such place, and he's got a radio show thing,
Yeah.
Basically a radio show. You can call it a podcast, but, even if you're going on the old, this is exactly what it is. A podcast is the new form of a radio show. It's just the evolution, evolved version of it. And to say that you have that and it's functional and you can actually get people on, even if they're not physically here, you can call people and easily have their conversations audible. Like the David conversation you had recently was pretty sick. Like I listened to a good chunk of that conversation, and I was surprised that like y'all took a break or something, and he was still there. Like that was ridiculous.
Yeah,
like that's David for you, man. That was so cool, dude. And just hearing the guy talk again was ridiculous for me because I haven't fucking seen or spoken to him in ages. I follow him on Facebook, and I obviously pay attention to what he does, but it's a different story when you're actually conversing with one of your old mates, or just even listening to him from my perspective.
Or even hearing that he's still kind of doing what he did back in the day. He's still doing it.
And he sounded charismatic. He didn't sound like he wasn't gonna fucking stop at all. That's all he's got. And like his family, obviously.
Yeah, it's
That
kind
was
of
awesome, though. That's what I'm saying too. Like the fact that you can get those conversations started, more than likely deserves some sort of attention. You don't have to sit there and, like I said, you don't have to state your respect to me or to the show or anybody. As a listener, you just gotta listen. You gotta stick around even for a couple of seconds. Those numbers accumulate, and as Mars
even if
just
you
mentioned,
like tune in for a few minutes,
That's
even if
appreciated.
you tune in for
yeah,
just 5
Just
seconds,
to check and
you
see,
still-
let me see what it's all about.
basically, as Mars just said it in a nutshell, like, whoa, like people are actually thinking about, would you guys really think that my show was gonna shut down? Like, wow, it's interesting. It's basically interesting to think that you would take your time, the effort, to ask that, basically,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
like, wait, concern? It's like, all right, that's a gauge right there. That starts to give you a threshold, about what do I want to put on my show? Like maybe
Yeah.
more people are watching than I think.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I had mentioned earlier what I'm meaning to stream, like, because I'm back on streaming again. It's real simple. It's always been simple to me. It's just that sometimes you get writer's block. Sometimes you just don't want to. You don't want to bullshit too much in front of a camera for people because as much as they're entertained by it.
You want to make
I think
sure you have something to say.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I'm saying?
Rishi can have something to say about that too, because I don't talk about this topic, but I'll segue into that. And this is my point. You don't just want to bullshit completely in front of a camera because there's imagery involved. Like there's an image that you have of yourself. It's the ego and just overall professionality. You don't have to think of yourself highly at all. Like, obviously, you don't have to be an egotistical motherfucker. It's more along the lines of like, how do I want to legit present myself? To a fucking camera, which could potentially which is reaching everyone in my public sphere at this point. In terms of Facebook or Twitter. Twitch,
Even
whatever,
Instagram.
wherever you're sharing it, because it's crazy how everything is like interlinkable. But
Yeah.
that's what I meant, like imagery. And this dude's talked to me about that, because I don't think of music or myself that way much times. Even though like we all have taste, we all like what we like, and try to fucking implement that into our music or whatever we try to do or whatever our creative process is. But expressing that that's a fucking challenge, and not looking like a jerk off at the same time, not being this is just a guy soloing for 9 minutes. People are gonna get tired of that, and you have to learn that. And I'm not doing that. I'm using samplers, etc., and showcasing other people's music and kind of giving my 2 cents on it. Like, this is how I know this person. Check their music out. This is somewhat of an idea that I have of their sound. See for yourself or go listen for yourself. That's important, dude, because it can't just be a chode fest,
Yeah.
And even in terms of you, because you can have all the equipment and gear and like even songs to play, but I don't know. There's got to be a variety. That's
like the same thing that goes for lyricism and like just like rap and hip hop. It's like you can rap your ass off if you like, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you don't have punchlines here or there or something relatable, people are just gonna tune out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just facts.
If anything, man, I'd love to be able to sometimes throughout the day I'll have like a topic or something that's just bothering me or something, and I just really feel strongly about it, and I feel like I'm expressing it like in a way I feel like somebody else could honestly disagree. But as soon as I get behind here, and it's like I'm kind of chilled by then. I'm kind of like over it because I'm so focused on getting all this put together that you forget how mad you are about something. But sometimes I wish I can bring that slight, like, I guess, being angry at something that just on put it on you just be able to put it on like a recording and have a platform for it.
Yeah, and just having that platform, that's what I mean. Definitely just gives you a lot of room, subconsciously speaking, too, because as much as you don't think about the imagery and what you're gonna present to people, those at the end of it, like, those results matter. Like, you stop saying I'm like so good that much, but the results matter at the end of it, and that's how we even got into this conversation. I was mentioning to Mar, I just heard that. I think he mentioned that in the podcast. I can't remember, my memory's that bad, but how we did mention that in the podcast. But overall, how this is the final week of just this little season, I guess you could call it, and the fact that someone would show concern over the fact that it's like, not even the heaviest of concern. I don't mean it that way. I mean it more along the lines of like,
I'll pause on it for a second.
Basically, like, where's this going? And it's pretty cool because it's not going anywhere. It's just taking a legit pause.
We'll pause on the bullet.
Oh yeah, definitely. But what I was what he's mentioning though, you know what? I actually hit that in my the idea I had right now just went blank.
Mine are there. But yeah, I was just talking about overall the fact that we got the medium. Basically, you have your template, and not many people can make the template tangible. I guess it doesn't make. It makes sense with what I'm saying. It's like it's got to be presented, and you're presenting it consistently, and that's the only reason I've said it before on other podcasts too. But it's good to be a part of the show for the fact that even before you had potential to become a show, before anyone I think took you serious, and many times probably before you even took yourself serious, and it was just you ranting in front of a webcam. There was the effort there. There was the charisma. There was like, no, I need people to call. Fuck, like, someone talk to me, or let's get some ideas out there. And it was the same shit every night, and that's like, it was consistency. So it's good that it's gotten to this point, and it's not the end. That was my point, is that there's a pause and everything, but yeah, the show's not going anywhere. I'm not even guaranteeing that because I don't run the show, but I know this guy, like, I know your ambition, so I mean, I'm looking at stickers of the show right now on his table really next to my sampler.
To go away, I feel like
so it's a real thing.
Like, I feel like it's just you stumbled onto something good, and if you were to just stop it right now, man, you would, it's one of those moments of regret. It's like, why the fuck would you stop doing something?
Yeah, I have no reason. I feel I have no reason.
I don't think that ever crosses your mind for the fact that you also just put in so much work for the. Or, money, work, all that, just manpower.
We're just creating this hypothetical doubter out there that's just like, no, they ain't throwing this.
Well, yeah, the fact of the matter is that it's a final week, and that what we mean by that's the context, is that there's too much work put into this for it to finish. There's just gonna be a nice pause, and there's gonna be some sick shit like legit just coming up.
Yeah, you guys are gonna work on some stuff, right?
There's been stuff in the works everywhere, every time. I mean. Basically every day there's something that's being revised or something that's fresh. In my case, I cook random things, musically speaking. So, and we got Reeshi over here that
I've been in a heavy writing process for a while, but I recently got to going back to making some beats, I guess yesterday, honestly. made like 2 beats, and like I don't know, but it's been a really heavy writing process just because these next songs I'm about to release, I just feel like it's like I don't know. I feel like I'm at that point in my life where, I'm an adult and need to drop some really dope music. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drunk Somewhere, Texas is like one of my most well received tracks. It was the last thing I dropped before Sideways. And to me, Sideways is just quality. And like, I don't know. I have like a set standard bar that I want to hit every time now. So I'm trying to make sure every song is like that, you know? Like, there's still gonna be some weird songs just because I can't help it but make that shit.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean,
but I still want that shit to be viable to some people. Be like, oh no, I can get it. Like I feel it. Like I know why this shit sounds weird now. Like why at this point he sounds weirder. At this point he went a little bit more dancey. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But yeah, it's just a writing process.
when you're figuring out your niche, like how you make what you like. And
yeah.
Kind of mastering that.
Like I have like 2 beats that I've been stressing on for so long, and it's just because like I know that these songs are so good, and that like I just need to fucking write the right lyrics and have the right rhythms and harmonies for them. Like these beats are like when I was making them, I was like lifting up my hands and like this shit's
You're
dope.
vibing with it. You're
Yeah,
going
I was
with it
like,
yourself.
this is amazing, and like so I've had those beats probably for almost half a year now, and it's like I've been rehearsing over them, trying to create harmonies to them, but nothing feels right yet, and like this is the first time I've really spent this long on like 2 songs. All the other songs I've been making have been pretty organic, and they just kind of go. Like Drunk Somewhere, Texas kind of happened really quickly, or really organically. Sideways, of course, and Android, which will drop soon. That took a little bit longer, just because it was organic the way we built it, but we rehearsed it and we perfected it, so we spent a little bit more time refining it. But usually I'm a little bit more sporadic. Like this song I'm working on right now, currently titled like Rose Thorn. I don't know if that'll be the end of the final name, but like that was a little bit more like Drunk Somewhere, Texas. Just kind of made a beat, created a hook in my head, wrote some lyrics and stuff that kind of felt the vibe and like went with it. Sent it to V, and V was just like, all right, I fucks with this, and like I just went and re-recorded it because first night I recorded, I was drunk as shit, and it was pretty shitty. But
You talking about the new one you're talking about, Android or
the
Rose
song's
Thorn?
called Rose Thorn. Yeah.
No, that one you're definitely drunk. There's
Yeah,
something
that one's
about being
actually gonna
drunk.
have V on it. So
Oh, it's your friend.
yeah, the homie is on. Don't worry. The other
Yeah.
the audio engineer. The
V,
third
when we
party
mentioned,
unit.
by the way, when we mentioned V, just to give a shout out to V though.
Shouts out to V.
Shout out to.
When we mentioned V, let's just say this: you gotta. I probably mentioned it before on the show. I mean, I haven't, but I do mention it in person. Like I refer it to as a trinity, for the fact that we're the only 3 people who are making music with each other. Period. In a sense of like writing, like the communication's so tight with all 3 of us that it's the Perspective Collective. That's all there is those 3 things basically. We're like there's 3 entities, and that's So when we speak of V, it's like he's definitely the homie, but without him, there would have pretty much been no releases in terms of like collaboratively speaking. Like Perspective Collective wise, like Nex York or whatever would have still been going on. Rishi may have still probably tried to like, he would have done his thing,
But it don't have been separated. It
but
wouldn't be
the
a
idea,
collective.
yeah, exactly the idea. And honestly, we probably wouldn't have been making music together had it
Whoa.
not been for me getting my parts, and doing rehearsals at his house too, just like whatever like things I could wing, because beforehand. Before him and I got like a routine together and tried to get jamming down, and still learning, and like we're getting better at it. But before that, they it was like one take sessions, and a lot of the times I would just go and visit V's old apartment, and we'd talk, and then we'd relax, have a couple of drinks or whatever, just chill, maybe get vexed. Overall, try to build some sort of a comfort zone, and he was always like. But basically, that's what I'm saying, though. Shout out to V2. He's always willing. He's always open. He wasn't. There was no tightness. There's never been tightness in the group because, basically, it was like Rishi's word was his bond. So, initially, when I'd come in to record guitar parts, it was always it was loose. It was usually loose, and I was advocated honestly by both of them. and it still is. That's more of our style, and not that we just improvise everything, like you said. We do improvise, and we do kind of just like do things out of spontaneity, but at the same time, there's a strict writing process, and we do critique each other a lot. And we're the only people who critique each other. Because if I heard critique from anyone else, maybe besides you, but you very rarely don't critique. And that's not your thing. Don't get me wrong. That's not your like responsibility. But as like our audio engineer, this is what I'm trying to say. As a person who actually masters our shit at the end of it, that's important to have. To actually have a collective, to actually make. I would just call it genuine music. You can make good music.
Yeah,
you can make
make
quality music with people you don't have a relationship with. Is what I'm saying, but the three of us have been building. We've been working on that, and there's been gaps. Don't get me wrong, here and there. We don't. The communication's not tight to the point where like we talk every day and like at all points. Like I honestly don't talk to me very much, but every time that that we do communicate and there's something to be communicated that I'm a part of, it's firm. It's right there to the point, and there's no complaints about it either. There's questions, obviously. That's a normal part of the creative process, but the Trinity is real, and it's only growing stronger.
Yeah, and going back like on the stronger and like just kind of what we talked about, how at first like it was very loose, the recording, especially like when Mark kind of fucking recorded on a Land in Wonderland, for the first time. Literally, I think I even featured you on there.
Yeah, I think that was that was my first solo take. There was the song. I think it was probably the first song you wanted me to do guitar for ever.
Yeah.
And he just told me to shred over it. He's like, "There's gonna be a part for you. Just rip it."
I left the whole second half of the song for him.
And it's out there. It's out there on SoundCloud. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely find it.
It's a pretty cool song. It's actually a chill song. It's all right.
Let's hear it tonight.
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out tonight. I was gonna play something that I was actually gonna segue into a song that's very relevant to what we're talking about. But
I had one here.
On that note.
But I was just talking about how like over time we developed it from that to like even like at the end of Land in Wonderland, if you listen, it sounds like an interrupted jam session. It just sounds like it just cut off, But like to me that was.
Oh yeah. There was.
It was a very. That's like,
what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a very like juvenile moment for all of us.
There's a part at the end of the song basically ends real raw. It doesn't end like on a cadence, I'd say. It doesn't like it's not syncopated. So when it ends, like especially my guitar part too, it just like particularly my guitar part, there was a point where I was just doing hammer on. I was going, and then I think I just slide off or something.
Yeah, just slide off and it just goes off.
Like
someone just
like practice,
the
just.
And this is on the song you guys.
Yeah, and they left that in there, and like it fit
it.
the scheme of it. So and like that was cool.
But from there, I just feel like it got richer. Of course, from me like developing my vocals, recording with him, like. The fact that the writing process, just how I was talking about earlier, I've been stressing on 2 beats I've been writing for half a year now. Like, it's gotten way more in depth. Like, we're just maturing and growing with one another. And that wouldn't have been possible without the Trinity, without the collective, without the fact that I have 2 other people I can rely on constantly who are analyzing me. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, like Reeshi didn't have the knowledge to like master and like engineer all of like his music at the time that he wanted to be released, and I wouldn't have done it for him either.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the knowledge, and not to mention I wouldn't have had the patience.
Yeah.
It's all about that too, like the fact that we have.
That's what V's insane.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the willingness and like the patience, that effort, that's a quality, and we've all try to do that with each other the best we can, basically. And I think if you do that with people you make music with, it's pretty rich.
Can I actually make a song request though, just because, before we get into that, the classics, right? Can we play Sideways, man? I don't know. I really like that song, and that's something I'm proud of.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I'll definitely play it right here, right now.
Play it through here, or do you want to play it?
I have it right here on standby. What I was gonna say is, the best thing about having a group of friends that are on the same level, like they want to create like you.
Yeah, and you know what that's like. My bad to cut you off, Mario, but like legit, we were in a band together, and we're still planning on making fucking tons of music.
There's plans for the future.
Dude,
there definitely
tons.
is. And
I say,
why not? Why not? Why shouldn't there be? But yeah, when you have people that can listen to your music and kind of give you, they'll give you their own critique. And then it'll be, it's going to be an honest critique. It's not going to be like a bullshit critique whatsoever. It's going to be from somebody who's going to tell you, dude, don't fucking release that, or hey, you need to do this on this part, or maybe you should check this part. That's
definitely, dude.
It's good to have that, and the fact that you guys have that collective.
It has to be.
Yeah, constructive criticism is very, very important, and especially when it's from you say your friend V, Reeshi, like how you guys kind of work together as a collective.
It really did fall into place too. That's how it's sort of another Cinderella story for itself, but it's nice. It's just good that, basically, that's my point. It's good that it's good to make music with people you have a pretty firm relationship with, because we all pretty much we all know what's happening in each other's lives eventually, and it helps to scope things out too with each other, like to know our thresholds too, because like everyone has a workload. We understand that we're living lives and there's money that's got to be made. We're not touring or anything, we're not making fucking sales or anything. So basically making music in this era right now in this generation is fun and all, and it's a beautiful experience, but to be firm and like to have people to get your back it's very important. I think it's one of the most important things to do.
To have an actual unit you can
Trust.
make something.
Oh yeah,
of a
that trust. Yeah, the trust is
of
real.
a professional level with. That's going to take a lot of trust.
They're gonna want
That's
to take you serious just as much as you exactly vice versa.
There's always that other side where somebody's trying to like get they're trying to use you for what you're good at and then try to get money off you.
No, and usually
they're willing
those
to throw you to
people-
the wolves.
Those people you usually don't meet for they'll propose a deal more quickly than someone who's actually genuinely trying to approach
right.
you. Because they see that they can make a quick dollar. I've been hustled out of a lot of money, dude. Like just in this local area, from art, from doing shows, like people like you pay for a show, you aren't gonna perform, type shit. Like that it just happens. There's shitty people out there, and that's just a reality. But like with
you gotta be able to
like
spot
that, like
shit.
like we were talking about earlier, what fucking Nex just mentioned is like it happens so organically with us that we just kind of fell into it. You know what I'm saying? Like. And sure, there's some people that, were in our group that aren't in our group anymore, and for whatever reasons they aren't. But you just learn that, it's being an adult, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta weed certain people out.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that. But it's part of life.
You gotta cut some limbs off to make sure that it grows well.
Definitely.
The strong ones will stick around.
Yeah, exactly.
The strong friends,
the people
the strong
who are
connections will stick
actually
around.
gonna commit and like be
Overall, people who want to reinforce their identity and also like basically you want to be able to reinforce your identity and also squash your ego at the same time to make this work, because it's it's a family thing.
No ego.
Eventually your family is going to call you out. That's how family works. Even if it's on the slightest thing, it's going to agitate you because they know you that much better than most of the world. And that's the important part, is knowing that you want to be the best, you want to strive, and you want to identify yourself, but at the same time be ready and be willing to be called out. And if you don't have that around you, you're a clone.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents.
Most definitely. Sometimes the world's sideways, and so is this next song we're going to play.
Oh,
We're going to go ahead and play this.
Amazing.
We're going to jump right into it. Kind of segue.
I love you, Mars.
But, yeah, we'll be back up all night here with Reeshi and Nex. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
I wake up too late. I'm up all night. I need to roll another y'all. Somebody get a light. Shout out to my people though. My women get it right. And we know it's so different. See you in the eye. Sipping on some parmesan, or the smoking palm. That's what I smell every day. System nice and palm. You can go and get it too. You just need to try. And even if you fall down, it'll be alright. Girls looking my way, it feels really nice. Tell me what's on your mind, what color do you like? I'm sorry I focused on, I guess we all know. Oh, I just picked up. It sucks you feel me at the time. I couldn't run myself. Sitting sideways all on the way. I hope I don't go out to the deep. Shawty sitting sideways all the way. I hope you don't go out to the deep. Oh man, I'm high as shit on the way. I hope you don't go out to the deep. But shawty sitting sideways all the way. I hope you don't go out to the deep. I'm sitting sideways.
that was Sideways by Reeshi, which he left to the bathroom. But me and Nex are still here. We're still kicking it. We're still live. And why is this turned down all the way? Anyways, yeah, I was gonna go ahead and jump into the next song, cause yeah, dude, like I said,
Next song.
hey, you know what? We'll jump into the next song. It's exactly what we're kind of doing here. Get my little dog here situated, but y'all check this number out. This is the next song over, and if you like that one before, you'll definitely like this one. They're all great. Go ahead and check them all out. I'm a huge fan. I'm glad to have the guy here hanging out with us. It's very rare whenever I get cool friends to come by. Actually, I actually have friends here, cool friends here all the time, but to have these guys, it's always a pleasure, man. But jump into the next song. We'll be back.
Baby, is it too late? Baby, is it too late? Yeah. Club lights at the moon. She moving when I move. She making me feel cool. Yeah. You know that I'm with it. Move like street lights do. Making moves with the crew. They brought up you. Hey. Let's try to forget it. I was just thinking about you. I was just talking about you. I was just drinking without you. Tryna be happy without you. Now I just know I don't got you. Yeah. I was just thinking about you. I was just talking about you. I was just drinking without you. Tryna be happy without you. Now I just know I don't got you. Sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm still up. Sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. You know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm still up. Lights are turning into fractals. We screaming like pterodactyl. Here to give you a sample. Turn you on right like an axle. Oh, sorry girl, I'm being an asshole. Now I am moving on E. More women are all on me. It's working in uniform like the army. Pour up another round. It's all on me. It's all on me. Baby, is it too late for me to feel this way? It's all falling on me. Well, I can't see you straight. Still, I feel this way. Look down and I see you calling. Sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm still up. Sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm still up. Sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm still up. Okay, I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm still up. I was just thinking about you. I was just talking about you. I was just drinking without you. Tryna be happy without you. Now I just know I don't got you. I was just thinking about you. I was just talking about you. I was just drinking without you. Not go crazy without you. Now I just know I don't got you. So sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm fucked up. Sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm fucked up. Sorry I'm calling. Sorry I'm calling you, baby. But you know I'm just drunk. It's late, I'm still up. But you know I'm still up. It's late, I'm fucked up.
Yo, that was
Somewhere
drunk
Texas.
somewhere Texas. He was just telling us right now. Rishi's back. He was just telling us
Thinking
how,
about doing a music video for, man.
fuck yeah, and I was like, dude, that'd be so bad. I'd love to see the video, dude.
Yeah, so we're planning a music video for this song that y'all just heard. It's been a while since I dropped it. I dropped it on my birthday last year, which is July 14th.
It's coming up again too.
Coming up
shit.
again here soon, so it's gonna be a year-old song. I guess that's tradition here at the collective. We drop a song, and then a year later we drop a music video.
Wow,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
For him, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a good way to get.
He's right though.
It's a good way to kind of like the song. see
Although
people get
Phoenix
tracked.
Flow was instantaneous.
The annual
I dropped the song,
video.
and then I dropped the
video
video right after.
the next day.
That was I planned that well. But anyways, but nah, man, Drunk Summer Texas, like when we did the Don't Worry video, we just invited our friends out. I was like, hey y'all, I'm about to turn fucking such and such, like my birthday. Let's come through and like fucking.
Yeah, I was in that wearing a mask.
Yeah.
My
But
classic mask.
You were in the Phoenix Flow.
Oh, that's Phoenix Flow. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
Worry
yeah.
was different. I was
Don't Worry
invited to
that-
Don't Worry, but I didn't go.
Yeah, the
I-
apartment. It was V's old apartment, bro.
As usual, as
Yeah,
usual.
I was about to say
I
classic-
didn't go.
classic Nex.
Even he knows, dude. He's like
It's
everyone.
fine. Like
I was
that's
waiting for.
just a testament
Yeah,
to
I
the
mean-
era. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all good.
It's testament to me too, because it's like, you ever gonna show up, mate? Go ahead though. My
No,
bad.
we're
But,
talking about that with Noel the other day. Whenever we're watching that fight, we're like, I was like, I invited Marcos. He's like, you know, he ain't gonna come. He's doing that with his fingers. What the fuck?
You remember that shit, right? You,
Yeah, he
you
said,
the
yeah,
little Mexican
I tried it too.
Felipe told me that shit. Shout out to. Oh, he knows it too. He's got it.
Dude, that's not bad. What do you? Because you showed me last time. I couldn't figure it out. Show how the fuck you do that shit,
Gift
Dude.
fapped on Cass.
dude.
Colgate.
I got. How long
What
you
were we
take
just talking about?
That's you mastered the fuck out of that, man.
No, I learned from a god. I learned from a dude who would do it next to my ear every time. Okay, basically, no, but for real, just short story. Shout out to Felipe. One of the dudes I used to play Smash with, he played Ike, right? And every time he fucking pop us, dude, every time he'd combo us or just KO us on FD, fucking, he'd be like, he would just do this. He would like, and he had like, this dude looks like an Arab straight up. He looks like a dude. He has like a big beard. This dude looks hilarious, and he just goes.
On your face.
Yeah, he even does that face. He like grinds his teeth. He's like, "Ugh, fuck you up, nigga." Fuck you up. He just gets in your. I'm like, all right, bitch. And so like I learned to pop his ass and like learned his like his flow chart. And I every time I'm just like,
It sounds like injury to insult, man.
it's great though, man. Like it's all. Shout out to Smash, dude. You gotta be a dick,
Is
dude.
it-
Like
is
you
it-
dunk people all the time. Mars Magma's a dunker, dude.
Dunk the
But
fuck.
Rishi was talking about a Don't Worry music video, and then I think before that
Oh yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking
So,
about.
so when
Dunk
we
and
did the
destroy.
Don't Worry music video, we just invited people out, and we just had a good time, man. We literally had a videographer. Shouts out to BL Dub, Acid Jesus, TC Helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Those three people are great. Fucking
Yeah, nice. That
Great
video's
team right there,
Crisp,
great
crisp
team.
videos.
but like fucking BL Dub came out, and you know I just told him, I was like, man, I want you to be in, you know, I want your hands on this video. And I was worried, honestly, because I got pretty drunk, you know, like in the video you can see like we're chugging bottles and shit. It's kind of gets, you know, like, and that was real. Like we were just like having a good time, and like I
Everyone
don't
like these rap
some of the
videos.
scenes I don't even remember, but like motherfucking I just see like when I saw the end product, I was like, damn, this turned out so dope. You know, I was like, this turned out so nice. It looked like we're literally just having a good time with our friends, and like that was cool. But I think I'm gonna do something similar with the Drunk Somewhere Texas video in the sense that I might like let people know like, hey y'all, I'm gonna be out at these bars like right here or some shit.
Come on, yeah.
And then on top of that, like we can make it a multiple day experience because
That's
you know,
true.
if
And
you're gonna-
knowing you, dude, like people will reply to you and be like, "Wait, are you going to be there at such and such time?" And if you are, just happen to be there, like that's footage, you know. And like
Yeah.
if you're
That
there with the
sounds
homie,
fun
dude,
as
that's
fuck.
fucking footage. That's
The-
dude. Time is actually is
and
of
I
the
think,
essence.
And I think what I'm gonna do though is because like with Don't Worry, you can see it was filmed in one night. It was filmed within like 3 hours, right? And you can see like with the limited amount of scenes there are, like it's just different angles of us in this apartment with different light settings. And then like, but like with this, I think I'm gonna put some time in it. Like you know, if we can come out here and do the Up All Night shit, if we can, you know, do a few other scenes, and then like maybe even go to Dallas and get some like bar scenes in there or something like. Something wild or something, you know.
Go
And,
down
like,
Deep Ellum or something.
yeah,
or
like go
that
to
area.
go to a show that might be coming up here soon.
You know,
with
I-
some
I-
local artists and like just get some cool scenes there, and then like
I
to
would
me it'd just
nev-
be dope. But
I would never recommend one of those little selfie sticks. But I
No.
could imagine you just
Yeah.
walking around downtown with one that's just kind of pointing. Maybe
yeah,
somebody.
it'd be
you ever
cool.
have-
It'd be cool.
you know,
Mm.
the
you
best
can
part-
work with anything, yeah, basically. But
The-
they're gonna have some nice cameras or something.
Oh yeah,
Regardless,
you'll have some good shit.
there's editing involved, and the good thing about work, as I mentioned earlier, like this dude knows the homie. I don't know him personally, but from what he's mentioned to me many times, he's willing. He's like I said, if someone's willing to work with you and they're willing to like listen, at least listen.
Yo, shouts out to Cam Doza, the only dude I've met that's been like hit me up like, hey, you want to go?
There you go. The
You want to go?
consistency.
You want to go?
Consistency.
And I'm just like, man,
You know, the,
excuse. It's not even an excuse. It's just I
basically,
can't, like,
initiative
I can't
is a
do it
good
at
thing.
that
It's a
time,
it's
you
a
know what I'm
good
saying?
quality
Like,
that needs to be capitalized on. You know, initiative is important, and once you capitalize on initiative, and you know, both of you can. It's just gonna be cool. I'm actually excited because I mean, like he said, it's one of his well-received songs. I've listened to it myself, drunk as balls, like just fucking out of it.
It's a good drinking song.
Dude,
even
it's
song,
insane.
it's a good song
It's
on its own.
ridiculously.
But when you're drinking too,
it's a fat,
and you
loud
feel that
song.
way?
It's a fat ass loud song.
Fuck yeah.
Regardless of all the little hats he adds in there, like and his voice, even his voice is like a little deeper than usual. It's a drunker voice. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
you're
too
right.
late.
You can believe it.
Fun
It's
fact:
too late.
every time I've recorded, every song you hear, for the most part, I'm drunk and I'm high.
Dude.
Like that's not a lie. Every time I go to V's and I record, we will take shots and I will smoke bowls and do push-ups. That's like my ritual. It's like
Fuck it, some push-ups. They get the blood going and shit.
get
Get
the,
you
you know,
intense.
the lung
intensity.
capacity going and
Oh
everything.
yeah, that too.
But like that's my religion, like my practice. Whenever I go there, it's like Islamic people pray, on a prayer mat 5 times.
Mecca.
Yeah, 5 times a day. What
Towards
I do
Mecca, boys.
is I take like 2 shots and then I smoke at least.
I've seen him do the push-ups.
at
Yeah,
least one bowl and then 20 push-ups before I go into the booth.
it's true.
first
This is
time.
a real thing.
And then if I'm fucking up, I'll stop out, take a step out, breathe, maybe hit the bowl, do 20 more push-ups, and go back in. It's like, but like, every song, I think that's kind of funny. Like, I think I was talking to somebody, I'm not gonna mention their name, but like, back in the day, whenever I was first starting to record, they're like, so y'all drink every time y'all record? And I was just like, yeah. And
Hell
then
yeah.
they're like, so every song I'm hearing right now, you're drunk, and I'm like,
Hell yeah.
yep, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Shout
Shout out to Vic.
I'm gonna get one of those hell yeah Vic things.
Shouts out to Vic, dude. Dude, shouts out to Vic.
I'm eventually have him on recording saying it, so he don't have to be here to do it. Hell yeah.
I need
4 versions of the hell yeah.
I need a Vic freestyle again, bro. Like that was
Vic is insane. You haven't seen the surface of
No,
it.
I
Like
saw.
you haven't.
I mean, we
Dude.
broke some surface.
No, yeah, like I
He
know,
hit
no, I
3
know what you
different
witnessed.
levels.
I was there too, dude. But like
First, he started with the
Mars
sex,
knows. There's a
the
lot of
sex god
podcasts with
flow.
what he's done too. Like,
Started
dude,
with the sex god flow, goes into
Yeah,
some
dude.
hard
No,
ass shit.
he's crazy.
And then by the end of it, you're completely
No,
on
Kate-
his side. Like it's like, god damn.
that's a good way to
Right,
put it.
yeah.
He goes by the end of it, you're completely on his side.
It's fucking amazing, dude. Like.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's KV in a nutshell for
Yeah,
no
yeah.
fucking reason. Like, really? Why is this good?
He's going so hard, yeah, bro. And like he's doing some of my hard ass beats. Like I was like playing. I had a song called Kaleidoscope
Hell
Vision.
yeah.
I had a song called Kaleidoscope Vision, and I named it
No,
KV
dude,
Rough Edit.
you don't get it.
And then I told KV, I'm like, yo, this song's called KV,
I'm
bro.
telling you, man.
And then he killed it. He just destroyed it. I was like, holy
Basically,
shit.
dude.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm about to mention to Mars. He remembers this. Before we could start the show and like it could be like proper. I think even before he had it. Yeah, it was barely when he got his big mixer. I'm assuming, and we weren't really knowledgeable. I wasn't even knowledgeable on like the sound drivers and stuff, and we couldn't get shit running right. There were sessions that we do before, and then William S would come by too. I think he came a little after that night, but he came after too. And it's like I think it was like the second time I'd met him or whatever. But KV, by then we'd been freestyling, and like I'd been drinking KV, and I met KV way back too, before like when I was like 16. Like I remember KV, so I was like, hell yeah, dude.
He had like a Slim
And,
Shady
and I remember him and
That's
what do they call Yakovo, right?
Chevy?
The little him and
Who?
him and Frank used to have a little
Oh,
thing
yeah,
too. So I
yeah.
remembered all that, and I was
Knockover,
like, I was like comfortable, and I was like, hell yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, dude, there were sessions that we did. I think at least 2 sessions. I shit you not. And then he has a red MPK just like mine, and we do like reason sessions. We did like live reason sessions, and like I'd run trappy ass beats. I'd build a beat, and then I'd start sampling, and then it just got nuts. And he'd be on that seat just. Like, Mars after a while would be so shit faced that he'd be here like, and he'd start freestyling too, dude. It was like crazy.
I'd be hyping him
dude.
up. I'd be hyping Vic up.
There were at least 2
Oh,
of
yeah,
those.
yeah,
Yeah, there
yeah.
were 2 of those sessions that happened that were fucking insane. And I was just after that, I'd never questioned KV's
Yo,
potential. I was
I
like, put it on a beat.
I knew
That's all you had to do,
KV.
put
I
on
knew KV was real as fuck from the moment that when I first met him. he was like, "Yo," he's like, "You're Reeshi," and
Oh,
he
yeah,
just
that's
gave me a huge dap and like a hug, and then like, not he didn't even hug, we just dapped up, and then like he looks at me, he goes, "Bro," he's like, "I like your music." He goes, "It's late, I'm still up." He
literally.
sang that shit to me, and I was like.
Thrown off.
I
by
gave
it.
him
That's
at that
fucked
moment. I gave him a hug because I was like, "That's love," you know what I'm saying? Like you just sang my song to me, like that's so fucking.
real.
That's yeah, that,
Dude.
that doesn't happen, dude. Like that's so cool. Like,
I think later he told me something. He's like, man, whenever I met him, I felt like I met a celebrity. He was all
that's
like,
fucked up, dude. Nobody knows
he was
who I
hyped
am.
about
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Like it's hype.
It's because we always talk about you, and
She's
then
all
you find
bust.
it.
You know, fucking celebrity. That's my jealousy.
Hey.
That's my jealousy.
You gotta no, you fucking Vic got all hyped and shit.
Oh,
Earlier,
man.
he's like, dude, that was
I would
tight.
say, man,
He's a good
I'm not
lad,
gonna
though.
say-
I
I'm not-
definitely would make some music
I'm-
with him. He's a good lad.
You know,
he's
he's-
super good too. And like his flow, I've heard his shit he's written too. I remember there were a couple sessions where he's like, I wrote some shit, and he spit it, and I was like, that was lethal as fuck. I thought it was gonna be like hard spoken shit, and like there was some shit that he wrote one time that was lethal as fuck. It was disgusting. It was tight.
You start getting violent and shit for no reason, and he'll get intense with
Alright.
it.
Vic has a dark side.
That's hype. I
It
wanna
was
see
sick,
this.
and I was like, all right, this is good shit. But my point is like, yeah, dude, I'm definitely shout out to Vic, but I definitely I'd make music. It's just it's cool to have people like that because you literally never know.
Yo,
It's the
Vic,
spontaneity.
William
of
S.
it.
Intensity.
I'm down to make songs with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would never have known these people if it wasn't for the show.
There's more
or
to
if it
come in
wasn't
the
for
following
you know,
year.
this whole, like,
Same here, dude.
There's just a lot of growing. There's a lot of
gathering,
growing and a lot of producing and a lot of There's also just the homework that Reeshi and I are barely doing homework too. And like, I think I don't know if I mentioned it on the last show, and I mentioned it to him probably at least twice. But if I could analogize it, you don't know their names well, but you know exactly what I'm talking. The band
Right.
I'm talking about. But what we're trying to encapsulate, and I'm not saying we're trying to emulate. I'm not saying we're trying to copy. Don't fucking interpret that. Not you or anyone, but anyone listening. That's not what I'm trying to say. Encapsulate's a little different. What I'm trying to encapsulate is not just the relationship, but the overall vibe that you got from Robert Plant and Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin. Like, if you've ever watched them, have you seen them live and how they fucking perform, dude? You know Led Zeppelin, obviously,
yeah.
though, but the God duo. Without Page, you don't have Plant.
It's similar to
You know, and I'm not saying
Mars,
that.
the,
I'm not,
the Mars Volta.
with,
With
what do you think they got that formula? Where do you think the Mars Volta got that formula?
Zeppelin?
Exactly. I mean, you've listened to Francis the Mute. Francis the Mute was one of their major staples. They were just like
yeah.
they solidified themselves in progressive music. Francis the Mute has so many elements of Led Zeppelin and that just high pitch. Yeah, that shit.
Dude.
And then there was also that there's just a bluesy ass in the
Fuck,
back,
yeah.
and there's just that's that Zeppelin, what many would call psychedelic as well. But psychedelic can be different. Psychedelic you can consider Zeppelin psychedelic, but I think Zeppelin's more. Holy shit, Zeppelin is just straight up raw. I think I would just call their music raw because that's the essence of jamming. It's the essence of that. Because how many? Holy shit, I'm having an epiphany. How many times have you and myself and fuckboy Otis, fuckboy Otis. Anyway, call me a buster. you better fucking come to Soundgarden and fucking Dillinger with us, dog. Fuck.
Calling you out on the show.
Fuckboy Otis.
Dude, yeah. He was talking about you.
How many times have you and I and him played fucking?
How many more
times?
How many more times? Yeah, dude.
Dude, like fucking 40-minute sessions. And we just go off and like the grooves would change. Dude. That was we didn't do drugs at all, dude.
Yeah, we were sober. We were
pizza.
just drinking.
It was pizza and Halo.
Pizza
Hell
Halo.
yeah.
All that ever happened.
Yes.
If it wasn't
Good ass,
jamming, it
good
was
ass,
in this
good
room or
ass.
the one next to us, the same house, like, grooving, if not just video. So
Yeah.
like, my point is like you got different elements of that expression because there is psychedelic, there is that Hendrix univibey fucking Hendrix experience sound because like his drummer and basses were amazing. Like I feel terrible that I remember names. I'm usually good with names like on those ends. But then you got Floyd, obviously. Even the early Floyd, I'm not a fan of the Sid Barrett shit, but like the solidified Floyd that most people know, the Dark Side stuff, the Wish You Were Here stuff, you know, the fucking metal stuff that just now I'm called metal. My point is like we're working on that and like we've been doing a lot of homework. We've been trying to solidify, and I've used that word many times because like I'm gonna start using it more too because it's true. I wanna make that relationship concrete with someone, and if anything, it was him because I remember seeing him like on basically from his, I wouldn't say his birth, but I was pretty much there for his baby steps in terms of beat making and overall just listening. Like, I would do as much as I could to give him feedback, you know, even though there were points in my life and overall just hit like as a homie like. and I wouldn't say I wouldn't took him serious, but I didn't, it was something I did just because, like I said, if I saw effort, I'm like, all right, well, I'll give you feedback or I'll kick a free to this. And even before that, yeah, like mentioning freeze, him and I were just, I'd put on a beat, and back then I was way more, like he knows exactly what I'm talking about. I was way more charismatic about freestyling, way more. Like I loved it.
I think you and your cousin had something going on. Like,
it was my passion. It was my passion. It kind of still is, but I don't like it anymore. I'm passionate about it, but I just don't do it. Let's say that. I don't like doing it right now. And I think it's awesome. I think it gets so much out of you. You can get you can write better doing it. Obviously, it's conditioning.
Definitely.
That's how I view it, at least. Some people can view it differently. It's fine.
And some people just freestyle better than they write.
Before I think I even knew he was making beats for a little bit, or even like understood that about him. We were just kicking freeze. We were just sitting there spitting, and that's fucking. Since then, it went from that to writing shit like you just heard sideways, and it's a work in progress. And I think you mentioned Android earlier.
That is how we started out. Like with me and fucking Next, like
pretty
musically fucking with each other. He was like, oh, you kick freeze, let's kick a free then. And
I was always down for the cypher.
Yeah,
always.
And I was like, all right.
I've seen both of y'all pretty hyped about. Like, if you were like to be like a cipher going on, or somebody just throw a beat on.
This used to be a thing, man.
Yeah.
It's usually me that doesn't do like I don't put in my that's like I said, it's I pull a me, I'm like I'm not even, that's hype. I'm not even gonna show. I just made a line. Yo, that's hype. Won't even show up to the cipher.
Like that.
See, there you go. It's natural. It's just like combo. Fucking.
That's nice.
40%. Anyhow, but we've been working on that relationship, and like you said, like from there now to the actual point where like I'm really trying to implement my guitar sound into his voice, and vice versa. Because his voice is changing, too. I don't know what he practices, what he listens to. He likes shit like Frank Ocean and all that. And, like, I don't listen to that. Those men people like to have talented voices, but it's not my cup of tea,
Yeah.
Like, I legit listen to, like, ambient albums for, like, 80% of my week. Like, things that are just still. Like, legit. I'd probably listen to a plane or a train passing by for about 15 minutes. If you actually gave me an album of it, I would listen to it, and I would like listen to it over and over for no fucking reason. Actually, for many reasons, but that's the difference. And if I have someone with that ear, that the shit that I'm not catching up on, whether it's mainstream or not, his ear is something. As a singer, he has an ear. That's what I'm saying. As a drummer, you have an ear. You have a certain perspective on dynamics and how you're going to strike something. You know what I mean? And that's why you've completed beats, I think, quicker than anyone I've known ever in my life, for that fact that you have that understanding of sequencing. You've had to keep up with us, the likes of us, the cunts. Fuck you, Otis. Anyway, I tell him the same shit in his face, bitch. Anyway. But we're getting to that, and we're trying to develop that guitar and vocal wise, and then beyond that, because after there are pauses, so there's still beat making processes too. I've made beats for him, vice versa. Like he writes most of the beats that I play guitar over, so that helps me and that my ear for the fact that like his style can change, and like the rehearsals that we do, like basically every time we can rehearse, it's pretty diverse, unless we're that fucked up as we're starting. But we've kind of gotten over that. We usually tend to jam a shit ton, then get shit faced, and it's good to get shit faced, then jam.
Growing up,
yeah, and not to mention you can still jam shit faced, but you got to make sure everything's there first.
Yeah.
So that's why we usually jam beforehand, and then if we do get fucked up and decide to do something, everything's already there as a template to kind of like do whatever the fuck we want over. And speaking of templates, legit, I'm pulling them right now. It's kind of funny. But I thought I was I'm on the mixer. Speaking, I was gonna mention a beat earlier, and he was talking about a song called Rose Thorn, and I have the raw beat for it.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to play it through real quick. I've played this beat, I think I'm gonna say twice on your podcast. Legit, I have. So, because I've had some of the same beats that I've played through the 404, and he sent me this beat a while back. It's how long he's been working for it. I'm not gonna say he's working on it. I'm not gonna say he's been working on it forever, but it's that's like he said. It's a testament to overall that shit. I mean, I could be the type to drop a song in a day, or produce a song in a day, or 2 or 3 days, but a lot of shit does take like aging in its own weird way. But anyhow, I'm going to play a song called Rose Thorn by this dude that I've played before, and it's the song that he had mentioned that he recorded at Vivisex. Was it yesterday, right? last
Yep,
night, basically last
yep.
night. Yeah,
Re-recorded.
re-recorded. Oh yeah, so you did that. Yeah.
You know, by the way, all this music talk kind of has me feeling like, God, I want to make some music. At least,
be
if
down as
anything, I
fuck.
want to just make some music and just throw some music at y'all and see what y'all do with it.
Dude,
Or like
down.
some shit like
There's
that. but,
already like 3 beats that I know for sure I want from you, and like I just don't know the
So many
names of
out there,
them.
dude.
I just
So
know
many
like
out there. I
he'll
have
play
them, I
for
have
them.
them.
dude, if
He'll play,
Tonight
he'll play
would be
that
the-
shit, and I'll just like freestyle to it, and I'll like sing to it, and I'll be like, oh my god, I need this.
tonight would be a cool night to record some shit. Even you know what? Even if you want to do something live, that'd be badass.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh,
Because,
all
night.
dude.
Tonight is the
Kind of
night.
honestly, and pardon me, all my rap fans. Pardon all my rap fans. But I feel more in a sing-song mood tonight. So like, if we're doing some shit, I'd probably sing. I'll still rap. I like rapping, but it's probably gonna be more fucking.
It's 'cause he fucked up.
More, yeah, exactly.
'cause he fucked
but
up.
I feel good
Call
when
him
I
he
sing.
fucked up.
When I sing a little bit more intoxicated, because like
why are my teeth so white?
Yeah, pearly whites.
crust white strips.
Yeah, but
Mine are.
we'll definitely
They're
be.
horrible.
We're about to play Rose Thorn. There's gonna be a lot of music coming up.
Yeah.
But this is the a song produced by
Produced by
the homie in front of me.
Look at little doggy chilling.
Produced
Oh,
by Young
Poochie.
God.
Little
Head
doggy
ass.
down there. Look at him chilling.
Nice.
So-
Got the dog shout out. Hell yeah, dog cam. We should
I
have
think
a
everyone-
special camera for him.
A little
Just
yeah.
down
No,
there.
Mars has had the Marley cam before for his big dog, but like I think more than 4 cameras causes the system to be gay.
Oh
It does.
god.
There's too much shit
I
going
might
on here.
sacrifice
Yeah.
my camera.
No.
But head ass. So like,
Dog cams are hype though. He's done it before. They're pretty hype. They're
Well,
pretty
there's that
hype.
one. He's
dog
down
cam
here
will get you like a
sleeping.
million views.
I'm
Dude,
hoping
that's
for,
what I'm saying.
I'm looking for a couple likes there for the dog.
3 likes for the dog.
Yo,
At least three-
this is a
3
good deal.
likes.
Good
3
deal,
likes for the
guys.
dog.
This is a good deal. 3 likes for the dog. 3 likes that said he's a Chihuahua. He's a good guy.
Come on.
No, he's not trying to sell the dog. He's trying to say like I showed the
No,
dog.
that's what I'm saying. That's a barter. It's like, yo, I showed the dog as 3 likes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Come on, at
I
least
was
a 10.
tight.
Give me a number 10.
Bidding on likes for the dog.
I was using.
I know, I should have gotten at least 10 today.
I was
only
using
got
one
like
from
5. Goddamn.
I was using one from Nexus book right there.
But we're about to play
Relax.
some Rose Thorn. Take a little intermission. Again, this is a
Yeah.
raw beat. This is in the process of recording, as you had heard earlier in the podcast. And if you didn't, What's up? What's up? You're about to hear a rough mix of Android 32. It's a song. Enjoy, folks. Reeshi and I.
Basically, that track was like the same process we did to make Sideways. Kind of went on that same format, you know, just kind of rehearsed, built the song in house together. And that was with me and Yorick, or Nex, as he's known as, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, different sides to him.
Yeah. I'm quoting him as Yorick right now, you know, just because he's dropping music as Yorick, you know. As you can see, if you look at whenever I featured him on, let me just double, like, confirm this. But basically, I kind of changed up the way I name him specifically on my features throughout time. But basically, like, through the whole Vexed era, which I call it, is which I had my Vexed kind of project I dropped, which was just, you know, like a shitty heartbreak album, right? Basically,
Bad times, but good times because you made something out of it.
yeah, exactly. It was capitalized on it, if anything.
Yeah,
But
that's what y'all should do.
I credit him
Any
on
band's
every
intro.
track as Nex, you know what I'm saying? And this is amazing. All right, hold up. One moment. But yeah, so basically, you know, right now when I drop Sideways, I featured it as Yorick, even though he's not even like
That's the way I
you
pronounce
know,
it.
he has no lyricism on the song, but like to me, the guitar and his lead with the
Yeah.
guitar is good enough to say, hey, that's a feature.
That's
you
how
know
I
what I'm saying?
personally view it as of now.
Yeah.
It might change, but I don't think it will. If I do, that's the thing. If I do a beat tape, I'll release little songs and like loops here and there, and they'll be by York. But I think the first tape, from what it's looking at right now, in terms of like how I've been looking at it, and I've thought about it for a little bit, quite a few times. And when I do release my first beat tape, which won't be like long, it won't be like something massive or anything. My point is, I'll drop it as Next. And when I'm doing guitar work, you know, I think he took the right route. I wouldn't have cared how to use it, because even before I took the moniker of York and, like, you know, felt confident in it, I was doing guitar parts and he'd credited his Next as well, and something I asked for as well. But kind of read it on that. Basically, he read me on that, because in terms of guitar and anything experimental with, you know, strings and fucking looping and modulation, and maybe even like just ambient stuff that I'm gonna release later on. I'm gonna release a lot more ambient stuff. It's gonna evolve from just loops to actual full-on ambient, like song soundscapes and stuff that, for those people who want to listen to it, there'll be playlists obviously designated to it.
Dude, as I listen to what you have now, dude, I hear like you evolving your sound completely. Like the
It
way it's
changes
changing,
all the
dude.
time. Yeah, it changes.
There like one
It's something
song.
I strive for.
I like that. That sounded
Yeah.
fucking cool. Hearing that one, it's like it was just, it had its it was what if Save Dillinger went
That's
ambient
crazy.
or something, like, because the timing, but it just fits.
Yeah, and it's just yeah, but that's that. I forgot where I was going with this, but
Damn, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're fine. Oh yeah, the moniker. So as he was mentioning, personally speaking, you can see my face now, and as it's a person listening to this, and if you know me personally, you probably know my name, etc. But when I'm writing, in the essence, basically, if it has anything to do, like as I just said, with guitar or anything, I prefer myself to be represented as Yorick, just because that's a name, and I mentioned that name before on the show. I've even explained it, so I won't explain it again. And that, if you ever dig, you'll find it, if you ever do, and just something I
Definitely.
won't explain anymore. I actually do give a rundown of that name when I was on the King couch over there, but
The King Couch.
so that's what I prefer to do. And like, I don't think I kind of cut Rishi off, but that's what I've been. I don't know. I wanted to butt into that because he did read it right. He recently, I think he did credit me as that name. And
As
that's
Yorick,
that's
yeah.
what I've been releasing music under lately. And as I said, if I do release a beat, I will. When I do release like a beat tape or tapes, they're more than likely going to be under Nex, and I'll label them that way. They'll still be under my Yorick SoundCloud and all that, because I don't want to change the name of that. I like that name, but they're gonna be Nex, and like the artwork will be very distinct and to a point. Because even I'll get into this a little bit too, for the fact that it's not a bad topic. It's something I think about, and I think a lot of artists think about. Whether you're a beat maker, whether you're just a singer, you're a rapper, and you're in charge of this word's used a lot nowadays, but I'll just say it. And I'll use imagery as well. If you're in charge of the imagery, but if you're in charge of the aesthetic, those kind of two things are synonymous to me. If you're in charge of that, you kind of it gets to the point where, I think Mars and I have talked about this before. I don't know if it's been on the show, but you put yourself in charge of different things besides the music. So you look at it like, what album art do I want to present with this song? Like I've tried my last release, which is called Seekers.
Dope ass fucking beat. Y'all need to check.
Yeah,
out
it was
that
more
one.
beat oriented, and I wanted to make it longer. But aside from all that, I went through 4 photos, personal photos. I'd like to use like original stuff, and if I don't use original stuff, I'll just do digital art. I'll just chop up digital art and do the same thing I do with music and loops. I try to do with digital art, basically. It's pretty fun. Layering is a cool thing, and that overall, basically, I looked through like 4 or 5 photos, stock photos that not stock, but original photos that I've gotten, and I came to the conclusion of a cool concert photo that I got, and it fit the name too. And the name itself is like, even that itself kind of, it definitely spiderwebs into my original point, that when you're in charge of something, when you have even slightly like higher like priority in terms of like releasing something, you can basically, if I have a song and I hand it to an audio engineer, a beat, or if I want to be on a beat with my with my squad, or I want to feature with someone, I want like, hey, such and such has a good singer. I think we could use her vocals. Let's get her at such and such a studio. Like, let's get her at Vivisec studio. Shit, I'm losing. Hold on, let me sip my beer real quick, because I was getting into something really important. Oh yeah, I can hand off.
The beer.
I immediately got back into it. Yeah, I can hand off a song, an audio file. I can hand off that idea to my audio engineer or to a singer, and they can manipulate it, and they can feel it, and they can do their job. But they're not gonna go as far as to saying, hey, I want this album art for it, because originally it was your idea. Like, if you're writing the song, especially if you produced it, or if you had that concept, you don't even have to produce it. You just have to have a concept. Like, you can, I can tell like someone in my squad, I like your voice, and I want his lyricism. Are you guys willing? And when you, that conversation itself already solidifies something, and that's responsibility is my point. And that the reason I'm mentioning that basically is because it's a real thing. Like, if I hand once again, I'm gonna mention it again. this is what I'm getting to. If I hand an audio file, or if I hand a completed song or a produced song from a DAW to my audio engineer, that's the furthest he's gonna go with it. You know, like he's gonna get whatever, he's gonna mix the vocals in well and do whatever he can to master it. But he's not gonna say, "Yo, dude, check out this picture. I think it fits the song." That's not where they're gonna go. You know, that's not their job, and they're not. That's intrusive. You know, there's respect and there's boundaries, especially if it's your project.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, like, that's what I meant about the photos, is that, like, you take on a different responsibility when you're writing music, and then you release it. Because you could write music all fucking day, and then, you know, but if you really give a shit, that it starts a spider web. You know, it starts a spider web that it comes down to the album art, and as I was about to mention with the album art, down to fonts. You know, like, do you want to present your name or any sort of insignia? Do you want to put this, like, and that. This is the point I was getting at. The last couple of releases that I've had have just been stock photos, you know, that I've sort of messed with, you know, manipulated and edited.
You do a good job with those too.
And I try.
Pretty badass.
But at the end of the day, there are some, like, when it comes to a beat tape, that's one thing I've considered, and I'm still trying to figure. I'm gonna do it, but I'm still trying to figure out how I want to present that. Even, like, do I want it to be flat out just Nex with, like, or something with the insignia, or do I want, like, the actual name of the beat tape there? Because sometimes, you know, like, putting lettering on things isn't always a smart thing to do, obviously. Just me personally. And I just think that's an interesting point. I want to make that point that you know, people make music. You can produce it, you can make it, you can sing on it, you know, and then the vice versa. You can master it, you can engineer it, you can edit it, you can chop it. But then there's that other spectrum. Once you want an audience to hear it, it's becomes a whole nother level. It becomes your eye trying to, basically, you're moving lenses around. You know, you're trying to get you're not going to completely get a full, you know, interpretation of someone else's, you know, perspective of their lens, but you're going to get a vague, you know, you're going to try and get a vague idea of their lens. And when you do that, that's interesting. It's a skill, I think, because you tend to look at the times. Like, if I'm gonna have album art, this is how I think, at least. And I'm not saying anyone should think this way, but it's something I consider. If I'm gonna make album art, I mean, I've learned this from him as well, and just overall, I've done art before too, and, like, I was really into graffiti, and just, you learn things about coloration, about hues, and colors obviously cause people to react a certain way. You know, they definitely give life to life. You know, if you saw things in black and white,
they attract attention.
You'd be very negative, or you'd live a dull life, basically. That's what the essence of colorblind is, at least to us, because we know color. And you know, you think about things like that. So, like, if I'm making album art, this is my point. What colors are popping? Literally, what colors do people like right now? Is there a trend with certain colors? Is there a gradient that I see a lot?
Teal.
Good example.
You know, exactly.
Good example is, like, look at the 90s. Certain
exactly.
colors
So
kinda
more.
popped.
That's the point. Exactly.
era,
If you know anything about color, you can start to catch sequences and patterns of it. And if you can implement that into your own advertising to get your music out there, well, then that's fucking marketing in a nutshell. But a lot of people don't view it that way. And I think it's important to view yourself that way as an artist, to not always depend on other people to do your shit. And if you do, as we mentioned earlier, let's hope they have a good understanding of you, you know, as an individual, and maybe what your sound is like, you know. Because, hell, like, another point, last point, in terms of all that, and, like, responsibility and looking at things a little more, like, broadly and artistically, I guess. Don't even mean to sound pretentious. I'm just saying this from my perspective. One of the releases that I did that was remixed off of holy shit, I forgot my own song name. But one of my loops, basically, that I had resampled Mars Magma, one of my favorite songs, 4810s, and I didn't even use it the way I wanted to use it because the song was perfect. So I just wanted to use a part of it, one of the most intimidating parts of that song, and I used the intro to it, where he's just got some high frequency pitches and a vinyl scratch sound, and
by the way,
it's just like this, like, really orchestral, like, string cello sound that comes in, and I wanted to loop that, and when I did, I got the final product, and I was really happy with it, and, like, basically, I didn't know what imagery I wanted to use for it. and I've been working on a project called Letters from Mars. I've mentioned it before on like multiple shows. It'll be done.
We
It'll
talked about it a while
Yeah,
back.
it'll be done by the end of the year, guaranteed. And it's gonna be really. It's gonna be. I don't ever say this. It's gonna be a classic. You know?
There you go. There you go.
Classic.
Because this is a guy I've been making music with since. Before I've been inside women, I've been making music with this guy.
Whoa, hey, there you go.
That's a better way to put it. You know, in
Good way
terms,
to
yeah,
put it, yeah.
legit in terms of maturity. You know, So
He-
like
yeah,
I
you were-
said,
you were a
before
kid, dude.
drugs. You know,
He was a
before
kid.
before alcohol. And,
Dude, yeah, he was. He would.
And
You
just
weren't
for all the
touching
kids
him.
listening out there, don't feel pressured by his statements to think you got to give it up. You know, whenever you
Whatever he's saying,
you know,
but.
Yeah,
You're
drugs.
cool if you don't-
drugs
you
can
don't
be
have
kind
to
of
do it.
Yeah.
persuasive.
My
but-
point is,
I'm talking about drugs.
I know you're talking
my
about lady.
point is that
Drugs can be, yeah. Bro.
They
my
can
point
be
is
very
that
One's
letters
persuasive might lead to the other.
Letters from Mars. That's my point. Is that I'm gonna take it pretty serious, and it's gonna be released by the end of this year. Because I'm just actually happy about it. I've told him the idea a long time ago, and like it was a name I loved because this was before he had a podcast. The reason I even named it that is because I didn't know this dude had this idea, and so every time I talked to him, we usually were shit faced and we just talk music and we talk like actually that was during his webcam era. It was like the very like baby steps of like when he was just streaming. It wasn't even considered a podcast for him. Really,
It was
was
called
like,
the drunk cast.
yeah, the drunk cast or something.
And
It was very just like raw.
It was
and,
just me bringing people over and drinking with them.
and then one day, like we had like a couple of conversations off camera and several, and they were just like straight raw. It was passionate. It was like, no, dude, I've been working, and there's a lot that we can actually do right now.
We're
Like, there was
talking ideas, man.
A
We're-
lot of ideas, a shit ton. And fact of the matter is, like, I've been meaning to. That's what I meant by Letters from Mars. Even the context of Letters from Mars to me was cool. I like the name because it legit. Basically, even as he was like, as this dude, I knew he worked out of state and shit. Like, but I told him this beforehand. Like, before the conversations between him and I even happened, I was following his YouTube channel, and like there were a lot of his beats that I was sitting there like, what the fuck am I listening to? Like, not even in a bad way, but like this guy's been just shitting out music. What the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know why he's not promoting it or what the hell's going on, but it was just more of just I guess an outlet. It was his channel. And,
I felt like I was making things. And
and
I
that's
felt
why I
like
named
put
it
'em
that.
out.
Like, basically, Letters from Mars is an interpretation of all those beats and the sound that I'm viewing or I'm listening Mars to be, and just me remixing it, me making it into my own interpretation. This basically it meets that, and I'm gonna put my own. It's literally, I wouldn't call it a remix album because there's gonna be different parts to it, but you can call it a fucking remix album. It's but it's gonna be a lot of detail to it. I mean, obviously down to even guitar and just overall like. They may even be vocals overall. And
Reeshi?
I don't think there will be hip hop, but there will be vocals. There won't be like flow.
We
There will
shall
just be
see.
vocals.
We shall see.
And
Even that, whoever wants to do well,
yeah,
I'd be
and,
honored.
and
you
back
guys,
to my original point and the last point is down to that attention.
I mean, I'm down. I just I've had no requests.
Yeah, down to that aesthetic, and
we're making something happen tonight.
basically that was
We're making
my
a collab tonight, bro.
that was my point though. Is like the amount of detail that you start to pay attention to when you take your shit more serious, and that's what I meant with like the last release that I'd looped I'd sampled Mario's music, Mars Magma's music with it was if you notice and if you look at it again, it's just a little red ball. And it's like chopped into pieces. If that doesn't signify much, then basically. But the little red ball, obviously, if you haven't heard of a red planet, then you're fucking stupid. Sorry, that. And if you don't know what that planet's name is, I'm not gonna fucking say it. And so I basically
Here's a hint. Mars.
I interpreted that little circle as that,
Look at
and
the
then I
YouTube
cut it into pieces. And when I cut it into pieces, I thought of legit that concept. This is your Letters from Mars. These are little increments of this guy originally from here.
But it's chopped
who,
up.
like,
and then
exactly.
It fell to Earth, and,
I
you get a
get
piece
free,
of it.
yeah, I get waves of it every now and then, and I
And
look
he
at it like,
interprets it.
and I was like, all right, wait, I'm gonna put the pieces together of all this, and like,
In
wait,
your
this
own
is
way.
this is something. This is a story, basically. This is a different story, and you interpret it how you
Hey,
want.
real quick,
Yeah.
can I make a song request?
What is it?
Definitely.
Do you have SoundCloud open?
I do.
It's called Pieces by J Cassius. Pieces 2 to be exact, but
But who? Jay who?
J Cassius. Okay, so just to touch on J Cassius a little bit. Local artist here. I mean, I think he's originally from Cali, but he grew up in Texas with a bit with all of us, and like cool ass dude, man. Really smooth music, really good laid back flow. Not even laid back. He can really get really technical when he wants to be, but this song in particular, I think it's been like a while since he's dropped it, but one of his classics in my opinion. But have you found it? Have you been able to locate it?
a Mexican guy?
Cassius is spelled Cassius.
Hold on, do it again, because I gotta go back.
Yep.
Up all night.
CA.
SSIUS. And then type in pieces like PIECES.
I did pieces first, but let's see.
Album art should be like a fist.
I put pieces first, though. Should I put it last? Would it read better?
Maybe. And how do you spell J?
Jay.
Okay, yeah, that should be it.
That's correct, though, right here.
Should be. Hold up.
But you know what, man? Speaking of music, man, I really feel like, after the show ends, maybe we can throw a couple ideas. Maybe we can make something happen real. I wouldn't say real fast because you can't rush something like that.
I mean,
But if throw a couple ideas, and if anything, I'll give you guys a couple, like loops or music I've been kind of working on.
yeah, definitely.
y'all
Dude,
should,
yeah.
I mean,
I fuck
'cause
with I fuck with your sound heavy. You know what I'm saying? Is all I can say about that.
And if I can find a song that goes perfect, you guys can work on. I'll do it. You guys are more than welcome to do whatever you want with it. I mean,
I'm
But,
definitely down. I'm just trying to help this dude out. Look for that. I think I fall.
did I spell it wrong or something? Tell me out. JAYCASSUIS. Cash. What was it?
That sounds right.
I feel like he might have taken it off for some reason.
Maybe so.
This guy local?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's worked through Reeshi as well.
Cool, dude. I wanted. That's what I want to incorporate. A lot of local artists.
Yeah.
Anyone and everyone, dude. I'm willing to give a listen. So if you're listening to this and you're a local artist from Fort Worth, Texas, go ahead and send a link, and I'll definitely give it a listen. I'll play it on the show, and I'll see what everyone thinks. And if anything, I'll give you my feedback. And maybe we'll just play on the show, man. I appreciate all sorts of music, man. I'm open-minded. I'm willing to listen to a little bit of it. Give it a chance, why not?
Oh yeah.
And if I vibe with it, man, I'll definitely play you all the time.
Straight up. If he likes your music, dude, he will fuck with you. That's a fact.
I want to do another show. Like I did on 70, and it was a lot of incorporating just a lot of songs from different artists that I've met throughout the years. And I like doing those, but I feel like I need some more music from different artists to kind of add to it, so I can feel like I have like just a huge library of local artists' music that I can kind of.
Dude, I have a lot of artists, like local artists at least, that would add a good amount of variety to, like, I guess some sounds. Although, that's all I can say. They're all rap oriented, but like they're different ends of rap. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm definitely open for that. If anything, I want to incorporate a lot of also just bands or something.
Did you find it?
I'm looking, man.
Probably took it down, dog. I couldn't even find his page.
Yeah, we're all looking here for Jay Cassius.
Jay Cassius' music, trying to shout him out, trying to play him.
We're trying to give a shout out. He has a SoundCloud, but apparently it isn't up yet. So, what do you want? You want to check out another one real quick?
We'll check out another track. Can we go ahead and put on can you put on Baraka? Can you search up Vivisect 817?
VIV.
Yep, VIVSECT 817. And space Baraka, BARAKA.
Hold on. Barack.
Yeah. There you go. Just go ahead.
Boom, it's the first one.
All right,
there.
this is just to introduce this. This is our homie V. We've been talking about up and down all night.
Yeah, I hear a lot about him on this show. Nex from Nex.
This is one of his more. All right, so this main thing I could talk about V is he's really into a very darker sound, very into like the horrorcore kind of type of rap, right?
I dig that.
But yeah, no, it's cool, and like what he says, like he has some, and I will say bar for bar, best rapper I know alive, industry, local, anyone. The amount of effort he puts into his lyricism and the words that he says, I've not seen by a lot. You know what I'm saying? And like especially in the local scene. So like, but this song here in particular is just fun. It's just V having fun, and it's called Baraka because it's about. Basically, it's like a trap song about Mortal Kombat and just about how he kicks ass.
Baraka. He's pretty badass.
Yeah.
He's like a Wolverine, except he's ugly.
So if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, stay tuned for a bunch of fucking references you're gonna love. You know
Baraka. No, hell yeah, even the picture looks cool. It's like a
oh yeah, that's his album
skull
art,
thing.
believe,
He has
you know
like
what
a
I'm
head
saying?
on it too. It looks pretty fucking badass.
Drunk all night. I'm all right.
I don't have a beer. No, we're gonna go ahead and check this out. We'll be right back. Up all night. I'm here with the homie Reeshi
Baraka by
and the homie Nex for the season finale. I hope you guys are listening. Stay tuned. Like and yeah. I guess we'll see you guys in a sec.
Oh,
I love you.
Cause I say two strapped, me and Aaron Black. All black I'm rocking, they think I'm a raider. Struck 'em with lightning, they calling me Raiden. Hopped out another room, landed in Texas. Hey, what's happening? Coming, I'm coming back, feel like Sub-Zero. Hate all these bitches ain't fucking with Peter. Spot my shit with a K, cause I let that shit spray too fly when I'm kicking it. Call me Liu Kang. Eating the souls, learned that from Shao Kahn. Trigger enough 40 until it's all gone. Echelon kicking it with all the gods. Pockets on guard, that mean I got guap. Everything I spit be scorpion. Throwing it is coming back again. Me and Katana, sung and try joining. Ain't even tripping fatality. Finishing ballin' like MJ, buy her no MK. Hit them with the X-ray, killing like MK. Out of my sensei, speed the senses. And for the raid, and blue keep it raining. Fucking with V, bring Armageddon. Feel like Baraka when liquor start swimming. Guns like a mobster, smoke like a Rasta. Whiskey, turn me to a monster. Chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Feel like Baraka. Chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Feel like Baraka. Man, he's so cold, man, he's so cold. Gotta be kin. 2 Sub-Zero. Man, he's so cold, man, he's so cold. Gotta be killer Sub-Zero. Chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Feel like Baraka. I'm chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Man, I feel just like Baraka. Man, he's so cold, man, he's so cold. Gotta be kin. 2 Sub-Zero. Gotta be kin. 2 Sub-Zero. And I kick it so hard, you know my foot broken. Gotta be, knees double jointed. Sicker than 6, so I'm skipping appointments. Fuck with that Street Fighter, I'm disappointed. Turn up the rage when I'm on Johnny Cage. Smoking on smoke the same color as shade. Night wolf and night talk the dead all the time. I came back from the dead, then got back on the grind. Got a Mac in the backpack, shut the color Max. Should've known about that. Ask me about that. Touching my mic, you ain't leaving alive. Swimming in light, cause you leading the line. Still coming down like a guillotine. Got my weight up, no creatine. Whole team in here, no speakerphone. Dogs everywhere, call it wishbone. Still right to redactyl, shot it be tactile. Only spit factual, speaking in fractals. I'll be the Marshall, been going postal. Fucking up, some comments. Ken Nostradamus, I didn't see novice. Send up my matrix, green color rainers. Click full of shamans, but I'm a witch doctor. I'm Sub-Zero cold, but I feel like Baraka. Chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Feel like Baraka. Chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Feel like Baraka. Man, he's so cold, man, he's so cold. Gotta be kin. 2 Sub-Zero. Man, he's so cold, man, he's so cold. Gotta be killer Sub-Zero. Chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Feel like Baraka. I'm chopping it, chopping it, chopping it, chopping it. Man, I feel just like Baraka. Man, he's so cold, man, he's so cold. Gotta be kin. 2 Sub-Zero. Gotta be kin. 2 Sub-Zero.
That was Baraka by Vivisect, the homie, man. Pretty crazy shit right there. It was really good.
Dude, that was really good. The quality of the sound, it sounded really good. It was, yeah, that's a good way to describe it. That was bumping.
We're chilling right now. About to take another little intermission with a song.
Yeah, Nex got something he has going. He wants to play on the 404.
I got something. We know what it is too right now. He'll know what it is. But overall, that was Vivisect Baraka, man. Check that out. Links will be below probably later on, and just want to give a shout out to V, third arm of the trinity of that is Perspective Collective. But right
Yo.
now we're about to play a classic, man.
By the way, shouts out to V, aka
There we
Vivisec,
go.
and maybe he'll come. Next time he'll be on.
Yeah, I
a new
love
show,
this song,
for
by
sure.
the way, in the back. We'll probably play that later for no reason. That'd be tight. But here we go with another classic real quick. We'll be taking another intermission. Enjoy this one. You guys have heard it before, and if not, Mars will explain himself later.
Be back.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think the stream didn't hear any of that. We just heard that because the mics were muted at that point.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
We only heard that. Cool. That was
Yeah.
hilarious. That's classic.
Dude, I didn't know you were gonna play one of my songs, but dude, I'm on.
Told you,
it.
that's why I was like, you know what this is. You know what this is. I was like, man, you know what I'm about to do. I fucking worship.
That's what I was
that
wondering.
song.
Yeah, you tell me how much you like that. I was like, dude, because I
Fucking
played
love
it.
that song.
And when
It's
I made
stupid.
it, I didn't think anyone would like it. I kind of hit it. I
Just
didn't want to put it on anything
ridiculous.
until I heard Nex say, "Dude, that song's tight," and I was like, "Really,
Song
you like
is
it?"
legit. Like, it's the kind of sounds I'd hear like before I die kind of shit. Like it's the top 5 one of my favorite songs of all time, dude. Like the fact that I know someone who made it, it's fucking good because you hit the beat, like the beat making meta, quote unquote, like legit that you hit it on the nose with that. You covered at least 2 metas right there, and there was ahead of its time too because you're using vinyl scratch, and then there are other things that you did that made things like everything. Holy shit, dude! Like that. I'm gonna give a real analysis to that song one day for no fucking reason. I'm gonna write like pages about it,
dude.
Or at least I'll at least do a stream. I'll do a
crazy.
stream about it just to explain how I feel about the context of that song.
Yeah,
Cause,
sometimes you'll play some of my songs on your stream. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
and I've said it
honored.
before on stream too. Like it'll last. That song in particular, the 4810s will last like another 4 years in terms of meta, I believe. Even like regardless of how fast it gets too, because it's not about speed. That song like it normalizes all that. It just puts it at ease. It says, "No, look, check this out."
You really
Oh,
read into
dude.
that, dude.
I just that's how I feel. And like everybody has their own taste on beats, but that one for me was dude, what the fuck?
See, Nex is the reason I make music because I'm like, hey.
Well, I mean, original bandmates, dude. Before I even knew you were into producing, you know, you had sticks. I had a fucking like cheap amp and a guitar, and then this dude had a fucking wanker. Lucky the camera's not on fucking wanker ass. Otis had a
Fucking
bass,
wanker.
fucking wanker.
Yeah, and it sucks that you say that he had pretense.
Now Mars is doing his own personal cons.
Goddamn, yeah.
It sucks
Some
that you
grime,
said he
some grime.
had. No, he'll tell
Some
himself,
grime,
I
some
still got my old bass, dude. I never sold my original bass. Yeah, but you don't even fucking touch it. It's not even in your presence, mate. Damn, I'm gonna stop roasting. But it's fun. It's all fun. Just for the fact that that's my
Hey,
point.
you got my new beats on there or no? The two new beats I made today.
I can get them on here for
Yo,
in
play
a little
that
bit.
peaceful shit, bro. That peaceful shit's what we need right now.
Yeah, there's a new beat that he made.
I made 2
coming
beats
up in a
just
little
yesterday,
bit. Gotta
guys.
download. Explain
These
for
are
real quick.
exclusive. These
I've-
are
I've
new.
been-
Basically, yeah, very fresh, like
Yeah,
microwave fresh.
I've kind of fallen off of beat making for the last month just because I was like, man, I really.
By the way,
need
my
to-
bad, Reeshi. I love his song too, though. But what is the name? I've heard this song. I have this song too on my drive, I believe. What is it called?
Oh, this
Mars.
one?
Yeah.
It
This
must
is a
be,
sick ass song.
must be high again.
Must be high again. I remember this shit when I first heard it. With like Vic has killed it before. But go ahead, dude. What were you saying? You fell off on beat making.
I fell off of beat making for like a month, but like basically I got back on it yesterday, and like it was just a month. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like I stopped for like 2 years, 3 years. It was really just I made so
Well, I
many.
mean,
beats.
considering though, like there were at least every 2 days you would send me like a beat or
Yeah,
two.
yeah. Like that was.
There
my
was a point where I was
process, you
getting
know?
consistent emails from this guy of just raw beats, you know, like overall like DAW files and stuff. Like so, yeah, there was a good pause.
My bad.
But like basically, I stopped recently just because I wanted to tighten up the writing for this next project I'm having. I know if I keep making beats, I'm just gonna kind of confuse myself on what I want to drop. So I'm like sticking with the beats that I really fuck with. But this beat that you're about to hear, called Peaceful Shit here soon. I actually made a beat yesterday, and it was just for the fuck of it, cause I just love beat making. And you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like I can't just hold myself off on it.
What'd you say
for
the
long.
title was?
Peaceful Shit.
I was about to say-
It's not like the final title. It's just like
But
whenever.
It's just kind of what you felt. Then it's some
Yeah,
peaceful
yeah,
shit.
it was like whenever I was making it, I was like, that's nice, man. Some
I was just
peaceful
making
shit,
sure I
you know,
heard
it's like-
correctly. I was like, "Now we're gonna play a song called Peaceful Shit," and I was like, hey, you know what? It's even nice to have a peaceful shit.
No,
But you know-
if you have a peaceful shit, that's nice. you know
So
what I'm
this
saying?
might be
Like,
the song to do it to, but not even.
It
just,
might,
just
it
chill.
might, it just might be.
It's even just cooler.
It
This would probably be the
just-
song to kind of ease your mind whenever you
So
like,
this
get off work.
This is what you came out with after like a month break.
Just a month break of not making beats.
Here we
right?
go. We got peaceful shit coming up, folks. Up all night.
This ain't no comeback. This is just a reiteration.
Be back up all night. Yeah, that was
Hey,
nice. I like that.
So a recent beat I made, literally made that probably literally yesterday I made that. So
Dude, that sounded good. I could like I was telling you while the song was playing. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I can already hear vocals on this.
hell yeah. That's when you know you got something good. When somebody aside from me, you know what I'm saying, can visualize something. You know what I'm saying? Like
I could already hear like the placement. If anything, it was just a matter of lyrics.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what you're gonna kind of base it off, whatever
Yeah,
you're kind of
yeah.
feeling at the moment, or at least strongly about at the moment. Because sometimes the times you're the most mad or like you have some shit going on that just pisses you off, that's a time when you need to write something.
Yeah, man.
Even like the other day, Willie Mesh dropped a song, but I guess that day some bunch of he had some things go on with some friends. He had kind of like
Yeah,
a fight
I heard
going.
some of that podcast. It was interesting. And then like, not yeah, some of the podcasts, but I heard the song, the freestyle that he did. You're talking about, right?
Yeah, he did that like
Yeah.
right then and there. Like he did it like right. He went home and wrote about it, and like he came up with that song, and it just came like he wrote it then and there, and he just said, "Hey man, can I come record over?" We recorded it, and like that he recorded that was like a second take he did after we recorded it, but he felt strongly about it at the moment. I feel like that sometimes that just produces some of the best music whenever you're feeling that, whether it be happy, whether it be angry, whether it be like
yeah.
sometimes
No,
drunk, like sometimes
even
that helps.
even like when I draw, man, sometimes if I just got some emotion flowing through me, like I'll channel it, you know, like I don't necessarily take aggressive strokes, but like I'll be like doing more of a rapid rate of my strokes, you know what I'm saying, like when I'm making art. So, and that's like shading and everything, but yeah, man, I'll definitely say that emotion definitely helps you channel the way you want to channel yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not telling you go out there, go get pissed off, you'll make great art. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like if you're an artist, you need to learn how to utilize all your emotions because all of those are very important. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you know, say you want to just make calm shit, that's cool, but if you're pissed off, express that. Otherwise you're going to be fucking just lying to yourself. It's like repressing emotions, just as bad as that, you know?
Or
If you really be a real artist and be true to what you feel and what you do, don't sell an image. Don't try to sell that shit. Like that's why I always say it's unavoidable for me to do weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say that like my music will sound weird at points, but it's because like man, I can't not do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just me being human. It's like man, there's some shit I gotta express, and there's a certain way I thought it would sound dope. So thus that's me. And if you don't like it, it's cool. But at the same time, that makes me more human. That makes me more raw on that essence. It makes me more able to, I think, connect to more people in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
because somebody's feeling that's gonna relate.
Yeah,
100%. They're gonna hear the that you're not bullshitting in your
Yeah.
voice and
But just don't hide from yourself, man. When it comes to content, especially if you're a lyricist, don't hide from yourself. You know, like there's no good that's gonna be done if you don't just really express how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause a lot of people will make dumbass songs like where like I'm vibing in the club, getting money, getting bottles. You know, like saying some shit. Like they're just saying generic shit, and it's reworded. It's formulated in a different way, but like. The reason like Drunk Somewhere Texas, you know, it sounds like a poppy song, but it's just talking about a dude who's just a fucking like
Yeah, you tend to resonate
have
it
a
with because
problem with-
it's someone
yeah.
thinking about someone,
Yeah.
which is what everyone does.
yeah, literally,
Yeah, that's a
literally.
good-
And
It's
it makes
meta-
sense.
it's
And,
meta
and
in a
when you're
different
fucked up,
way.
when you're fucked up, it's a plus. It's like, shit. You know,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
feels
So-
good. It,
So,
it,
like,
it causes
instead
a
of-
reaction.
Instead of me being
Nail
like
head.
acting like
hits a nail in the head.
acting like a hard ass, you know what I'm saying? Like being like I'm balling in the club, getting money.
I ain't worried about that
this-
bitch no more after you
this-
just broke up with her.
This
It's
whole
like,
song,
quit
yeah, this
lying
whole
to
song,
yourself.
like even though it has lines where it says like girls are twerking on me, twerking on me like uniform, like the army,
Guys.
like talking shit like that. Like it's like the song itself
You're just
is
describing.
just sad. It keeps going back to that thought.
Even
you know, it's looped.
like what you said, girls twerking on me. It's just like you trying to get out and have like say you went to the strip
Yeah.
club and you have girls twerking on
Yeah.
you, but it still doesn't mean shit because I'm still worried about this.
Yeah,
girl.
it's an escape that's not working. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, and like
Most definitely.
to me, like that's what I like
Fuck
about
it.
that song. It just keeps going back to that main point. It's like, man, I'm thinking about you, and it's like that's why I don't know. To me, that song's dope because and that's why people fuck with this because I wasn't being a bitch, you know, when it came to like what the expression was, like what I was saying. I could have been like, nah, I don't give a fuck about you. Watch me ball and stunt. I could have easily made a song like that, but it's like that's not how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be
Like,
lying to yourself.
Yeah,
And
straight
for
up.
some people, a lot of you guys can a lot of people out there can really lie to themselves and say there's something else that they're not. But for me, dude, I don't know. I'm sure you guys. You express it in a musical way.
Everything
But,
has
a lot of-
definition. Yeah, there's context to everything. His context is way more expressive than I am. Like that's why it works. You know, because right now, currently, I come from a different stem of music in the sense that, like, as I mentioned earlier, I'm involved in the sound of a fan oscillating. You know, shit like that. I listen to that for like 10 minutes and I get my own like contemplation out of it. As where his has a really firm context to it, and it's good to have that because I have music like that too, and I've been meaning to some of your songs in particular to spit over, and I have lyrics that I've written since like 2008.
Dude, we should make some shit. Too,
and
sure.
yeah, a lot
Like,
of that stuff I will use that won't be on my beats, and what you're talking about right now, like if I ever collab, then when I will, and I'm down tonight too. But the fact of the matter is, it's interesting to have that perspective, like. Because, you know, I've never actually talked to Reeshi about that song in particular. Like, I know what it's about. You know, him and I have had an idea and agreement. Now, we've listened to it plenty of times, you know, like, fucking spend hours with each
And
other.
other than that fact, Nex was right there with me dealing with most of that shit
Yeah,
that song's based on.
Yeah,
So,
the influence
So,
was,
like,
it was,
literally-
we were parallel in many ways, so, but it's good to hear that
like,
conversation.
It's like when he heard that song, he didn't have to ask me about what the fuck it meant.
But
You
it's
know
good
what
to
I'm
hear
saying?
is what
Like,
I'm saying. It's really
yeah.
good to hear, like, the actual context from the maker himself, because currently speaking, like, me knowing that subconsciously, that legit, you guys know that too, and I've just mentioned it, and like, if anyone knows me personally, they know that I'm pretty simple. Honestly, I think maybe I'm not.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
See that's the thing, like,
You see,
But-
Nex, I mean York, I mean Nazim Munjid,
No,
he's
no,
a
like-
complex person.
no,
think
but
Head ass.
I think music.
No, I mean that in the sense that I just had to
I honestly
three
think
names.
You're a very
well,
complex
that's
person.
an
Complex
interesting.
dude.
In a
That's
very-
complex dude.
Well, now that's a good conversation
It's a
because
compliment.
there's two. No, I know. There's just two against one now because, like,
That's
I
'cause
feel the opposite. I feel that my style of music and the way I make it and how I approach it's fucking simple.
And I think you
It's-
think that because you're such a. I think you go deeper. Like for you, it's easy because you understand
You're
it.
a
Maybe
you
it is.
study
You're
it
a
so
genius.
well.
You
That's
created the
not
formula,
how
so
it
therefore
works.
it's simple to you.
I'm just obsessed with,
And that's-
with
But
how
everybody
I got
else,
there.
everybody else is like a child in middle school learning the formula for the
And
first
you're
time.
fucking college
So they're
status.
like-
I'm in middle school when it comes to music, and then you're in college.
Well, I
That's
forgot
what I
it
feel
got
like.
to.
I'm not very, but
Specifically on
but
who you are as a person. No,
but-
Yeah,
more
yeah.
so not
it's
music.
simplified for you because you're the type of person very observant.
I understand.
You study things.
I forgot what my
deeper.
point was, but
You're
I get it.
underestimating yourself, is what we're
I
saying.
do, yeah.
And
it's
if
true
anything-
sometimes, but
If anything, I don't know. It just seems like
I was trying to get to a point. I think it was about someone's beats at first, though.
Yeah, that.
they said someone's pizza. Pizza
Someone's
sounds good.
pizza.
Pizza's
Who
the
has
best.
pizza? Who is it? No, but you're saying about
Who
something
is
about
it?
beats or something.
Yeah, but it was before the fact that I thought I was simple, but then people, it's always happens. People are like, "No, you're fucking complicated." No, I'm not.
Well, yeah,
You
yeah,
think
but
you're
in a good
sim-
way.
you
It's in
think you're
a good
simple.
way. You
I
have-
said-
No, I
I
know.
said
I'm
you
not.
were-
I'm not triggered by any
I
means.
said,
I'm
no,
not.
no, no. I
It's-
said you were complicated because you have Nex, Yorick, Nazim Mujib.
No, and I got that point firmly.
yeah,
It makes
yeah.
sense.
I've never even heard
It
the third one.
was a joke. It was
Hey, you
a
know
what?
serious
Levels-
jab, but at the
Dude,
same time, it's
I'm-
kind of complicated.
I'm
You got three different names.
I feel like I
It's
think
true.
as you grow into somebody different. And you would never consider yourself the old person you were. So you always have to rename the new chapter of your life with just the title. It's like instead of giving it a title like "This was a badass month" or some shit, you title it with a name that simplifies who you're.
No, you're right. The
like,
monikers are there for
I
a
do that-
reason.
I
Like
do that all
like I
the
said, I've explained York before, and there's a reason to that. It's not just a name that I think sounds cool. It's just love that name for many reasons. But I sort of remember when we were talking about was a drunk somewhere in Texas. It's good to hear the context from the maker of the song because I don't know. It's just as I said,
It's cool to just hear that.
basically it got back to my original point. Thankfully, the contrast. You know, there's got to be a contrast in a group of people in order for there to be something to function. I mean, think about how even. And like, I'm not gonna literally. I'm not gonna get to that. I'm not gonna get to this conversation. But overall, the world that we live in, the country that we're living in, it's a competitive sort of country. It's a capitalistic country.
so
So
it's capitalism.
yeah, so it opens the
retail.
window.
Think
Yeah,
of retail. Think
and
of
overall,
sales.
it opens the.
competitive.
My point is that it opens the windows to diversity, and whatever the audience is feeling at that point, they're feeling it, you know, and it can flourish, you know, in particular markets or in like even general markets, like a mass market that can just be overall television, or like your top 6 broadcasters kind of deal. But overall, it's interesting to have that contrast because, like currently speaking, a lot of the music I make, obviously I put emotion into it. I'd be a dumbass if I say I wasn't emotional about the things that I make, or I try to feel it. Like, we're mentioning earlier, like you groove to your music. You have to sort of worship your music sometimes, at many points to really understand it that way, and it's like it's an ego death and an ego like trip at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you can inflate yourself as much as you can, like basically wear yourself out and just be like, no, dude, I'm not a fucking machine.
Or even just
Yeah,
land on your own sword.
And so like hearing that, it basically is what I'm saying. It's really it's a good thing to hear. It's something people should talk about because like not everyone has like fucking. That's my point. I'm doing a not all. I'm not. Holy shit! I very rarely do not alls. But legit, not all musicians make music from the same, motive. Like we don't have the same motives, obviously.
Yeah.
Like that's what I meant. And that's But back to my point. It's good. That's what I meant. But I feel like I'm simple. I legit will just start hitting keys. If I feel the minor chord,
I could agree with that.
If I feel the minor chord, I'll loop it and I'll phrase it 3 or 4 times. I'll reverse it maybe, and I'll sit there and as you mentioned,
I feel okay. You as a musician, the way you work is simple, but I feel like you as a person.
Yeah.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong, and that's why I agree with you guys too. That's why don't get me wrong. When I said 2 against 1, I was just overall meaning simplicity. But I get what you guys are saying. Like behind the music, there is a person. Your personality, your personality will reflect on your music. I get that. Like and it's something I've worked on. That's what I mean.
Technique though, like, and I don't mean simple in the sense of like, it's not a slight of any way. It's simple in the way that you approach it. It's organic.
And like this is actually a good segue.
It's the feel, dude.
The feel, and then other things too, in the sense that like simple but not simple. Because now that you mentioned that, not just about me, but this is how I just view music, and I think a lot of people do, and they don't know it subconsciously. And this is another fucking topic within itself too, in the sense that I'm about to link it to. But psychedelics sort of got me to that point. Psychedelics helped me get to this point. Let's say that they aided me to get to this point where I'm about to say.
Yeah.
What can seem simple obviously is complicated in the sense of like what's woven behind it. So, and this is what I meant by psychedelics. Many times on psychedelics, I mentioned this. I've thought about just overall engineering electronics, because a lot of what we mess with, what we're running our actual sound through, is electronics. It's going through a console, and it's being the circuits are actually being guided somewhere. Without getting too geeky, I thought of that too much, legit on psychedelics, and I thought about it just about every other time. And I don't know, it's reinforced, like, it definitely reinforces that idea what we're talking about, efficiency. That's, I got back to my point. And that's what an engineer tries to do. He or she tries to put you in that, tries to give in layman terms, the efficient explanation or diagnosis for what's going on with the system. And that's important, because that's why I'm so obsessed with diagnosing. And that it may seem simple to me, but many people don't know what the fuck is going on. And I attribute that to psychedelics and overall engineering. I think they both are very synonymous, in the sense that that happened before in the 60s. Don't get me wrong, there were projects that were tried, but that were scrutinized for particular reasons.
I always say that that basically, going along in line with you say that psychedelics makes people feel like basically what did you just say? You said something about psychedelics feeling more, people feel more empowered.
No, I was talking about, what I was thinking to in particular was I was talking about complexity, dude. About how sometimes I can no matter how much I feel that my methodology and my music can be simple, like you said, sometimes the person is more complicated, or even overall, maybe to the external, it's actually more complicated than you think. And I was linking that to overall engineering, because in electrical okay, you switched on a light, but there's like, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's what I was talking about. Psychedelics and engineering. Basically, I feel like psychedelics just give you more of an inlet into what is being human. Thus, being human, you understand what's more of a common sense of engineering. What's more logical.
Yeah, what's linked.
What's more practical. What's more practical. You know what I'm saying? And when you
like, and I feel that
something,
like what's more practical and more efficient, because I was mentioning efficiency overall.
Yeah.
What's more efficient is what's natural and organic, like you said. What naturally intertwines, it helps out. And that's what I feel like. Back to the main point overall, me thinking that a lot of things are simple. And that with a lot of people's music, too. As Mars even mentioned, this is actually a really good testament to what Mars said earlier. He said it live, too, during the show, that I'm a huge fan of 4810s, and he doesn't, when he first made it, he didn't think it was something special, and he didn't even know if he'd want to drop it. It's just something that he made. And when I heard it, I thought it was like legit. I thought it was an apex in ingenuity in terms of music. When I heard it, like how it was produced, the sound of it, the volume levels, everything. Like I said, one of these days I'll give a complete analysis of how I felt about it, or how I still feel about it, and I might change how I feel about it. But overall, there's a positive aspect on it.
Yeah.
And
maybe second guess the songs I don't consider.
Exactly, and that's my point, and that's what it's taught me with music. I've applied sort of those mechanics and like that view of engineering. Like, well, overall, you turn on a light switch, but there were circuit boards and there were overall signals that were being channeled to a certain. In essence, they were programmed. There was a sequence to get to that light on, light off, light on, light off until the bulb ends.
Can I make a request, Chris?
Basic. What do you want? What's up?
Can we play Seekers by?
Oh, yeah,
York?
I'll play that. This is a song I made just about 4
4
days ago.
This is new.
3 days ago.
This is
New.
I say it again. What is it there?
It's called
Is Seekers by York.
I want to give you
Up all night.
say it again.
Up all night.
But shout outs to everyone, man, regardless of how you make music, simple or not.
Most.
As I just learned right now, and I've heard this many times from our friends, but it's funny hearing it collectively from two people you admire. The fact that you're not simple. It's like, it's good. That means that at least there are layers to you. And I said that on my last stream, dude. The layers.
Shrek.
You haven't watched my last stream. I literally did. Like, I did 2 Mike Myers impressions, and I was like, that was terrible.
I was gonna. You remind me. You remind me of Shrek. And I was thinking onions.
Layers.
There's layers.
Like an onion.
Chris.
A little Shrek reference there, if you guys caught it.
I legit said that. I was like,
But, shouts out to everybody watching, anybody who's watching, who will watch. Much love to y'all, man. You gotta understand the hearts of Nex, the hearts of Mars, the hearts of Reeshi. It goes out to everybody here.
This is actually unique.
Shouts out to William S. Shouts out to KB.
Shout out to everybody.
Man. Everybody that I met the other night, man, like y'all were all cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Was it Mr. C?
Oh, dude, Mr. C's a regular dude. I'm supposed to be
out,
going to a
bro.
concert with this dude, but
Shout
Otis, the
the
bitch ass
motherfucker.
Otis, fucking Otis, you fucking cunt.
Stolen.
You better come through, dog, because if I gotta go to fucking
Mr.
a
C's
concert or
Otis?
show of
No.
KV, dude,
Otis is.
you better make up for that shit,
cousin.
mate. That's gonna be a
Okay.
good. Yeah, it's literally.
C's is-
That's what he used to call himself.
Shouts out to
hilarious.
KB though, dude.
Yeah,
Really
dude,
the most
KV.
genuine heart I've seen
That guy's
in a while.
insane. That guy's
in
insane.
a while.
That guy's
Goddamn, dude.
insane, dude. KV is insane. I don't think he'll ever stop.
William S. Literally, top 5 lyrics is probably a DFW. Probably, I would say that shit.
Dude, but
I
KB
agree,
though,
for
but
sure.
KB is insane.
Pure heart.
I'm still overwhelmed by the fact that I remember, like, because I swear I remember there was a time where KB, I don't even think I recalled KB kicking freestyles with anybody. And, like, I just knew KB as, like, the dude who hung around, like, Mr. C.
He freestyle with.
Because Mr. C and KB, they got their kin. So, like, fucking, I just saw, Mr. C and KV all the fucking time with each other. And, like, like, KV was a cool guy. And he would attention, like, he would
After a couple beers.
a couple of times he would crack his his typical jokes, and he would just be a funny ass motherfucker. That's all I knew him as, was like the jokester. But
I felt bad for him. Last time we were chilling with him, he was outside and it was cold as fuck. He had no jacket.
That's
He
hilarious.
just bodied it. He was just shivering and just talking and stuff, having a great time. He's like, I'm cold
Classic.
as fuck, but I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
Classic.
Hell yeah.
Hey Vic, are you cold?
Vic, you
Hell
cold?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jeez,
Vic's cool as fuck,
Hey,
bro,
what?
man.
I remember the other day
Literally,
we
man,
we
one
taught
of
him
the
how to
coolest
shotgun a
people,
beer, and then we taught him how to pop open a beer.
Dude, Rishi doesn't even know about the placebo. I barely found out about the
yeah.
placebo.
I remember he was
dude.
like-
he's got a placebo moment, mate. But we
Back-
won't talk
yeah.
about that on air right now.
Well, you know what? I'll say it real quick. It'll be like a 5-second story, and then we'll jump into this song. What you have the song ready?
yeah, but go
We'll
ahead,
jump
go
in,
ahead,
but,
go ahead.
Back when he was like 17
oh, man,
and shit,
dude.
me and Mr. C would be drinking and shit, drinking it up. And then he'd want some of our drink, but we'd be like, dude, he's too young. He took it. It'd be too much for him. So I remember, like, when I went to my fridge, instead of grabbing the bottle, like, of, like, vodka or Jameson or anything, I just poured water. And I said, here, dude, take that shit real quick, dude. It's going to get you lit. dude. And like I remember he took 2 or 3 shots and he was lit. And I was like,
Off
dude,
of water.
and he was lit.
Nice.
And in the placebo effect, because I mean, he's not a
Fucking
he was
A,
17,
mate.
he wasn't a drinker, he
Yeah.
didn't know the difference. I was like, dude,
He's having a good
and
time. He's
and
having fun.
whenever he hit it, he's like, dude, I didn't even taste it. I was like, dude, that's how smooth it is. And dude, I remember we got him in that, but dude, we only did it because we cared about him. We didn't want him being 17 getting fucked up.
I lost it off air, but that's probably right. But it's still 17 though, honestly.
By the
yeah.
way,
at least he wasn't like
Yeah,
20.
We was all 17 at one point.
Yeah.
And then we were
But
trying to
I
get
was
beer
drinking
from
like
anyone,
at 16, like a winka.
Yeah,
I was like,
first time I got drunk was my uncle who's dead now, rest in peace. But like,
Rest
rest in peace.
but like
Jinx.
it was in India, and he he fucking he just gave me some shitty liquor, bro, and I got
Same,
trashed,
dude. My
bro,
uncle didn't
like,
give me, but my
trashed.
shit was in another country. It was in Mexico. I think it was like an 8, and then we had like 3 shots of. I had 2 shots of tequila and then some spiked soda.
God, I don't even know.
And my mom like beat the shit out of me basically. I will admit it. She didn't like destroy me, but she pulled my ear, dude, and gave me I don't know how many backhands because she smelt it. I was passed out in my uncle's convenience store bench.
Wow.
And then my cousins
my
were
mom
just
showed me
my
like
cousins
some
just throbbed at
disappointment.
me. They were like, "You fucking!" As I was getting my ass kicked, I just remember like them laughing, and just like popping me like
My
young,
mom-
like
my mom
older
did-
cousins.
They're
you know?
pretty much-
I was lucky enough, dude. My mom didn't beat my ass, bro. Like my mom,
Straight
didn't,
up.
my mom didn't beat my ass. She just like gave,
My mom
like,
whooped
gave me
my
that look
ass, mate.
She gave me a look of disappointment. I was just like, I'm having a good time.
No, like my mom was chill here in the States, but for some fucking dude, my mom would be like straight. She would literally go back to her roots when we were in Mexico. She would just be like, "You want me to beat your ass, you stupid idiot?" And she did, and then I was like, "Fucking hey."
Quick story, but when I was a kid,
Good thing I was drunk though.
First time I
So
ever
shit.
I had my first time I got wasted, but I had my first time I ever sipped beer was I was probably like 8 or 9, and then the my friend, he was like a neighbor kid across the street. He had like a hot sister that was a little older than us,
Ooh.
and I remember like
Oh.
one day she just decided, hey, let's play house. I was like, hell yeah, you know what
Oh,
house meant when you're a kid.
shit.
So
Oh,
that
shit.
means you're gonna kiss, you're gonna practice
You're
kissing
gonna do something.
in a
I know
bush
what you
somewhere
mean.
or
You're
some
gonna do
shit.
something, dude.
Or, yeah, you're gonna. But I remember like
I made a chick flash during house, hey mate. Yeah, like I know what you mean.
house is a thing. But dude, I
I
remember
did not know this. All right,
Dude,
continue.
Shit, if you had a backyard, mate.
if you're yeah, dude, my ear, I don't know what house is the thing, you know, for some
It
reason.
was same.
It,
Go
it
ahead.
meant like you're gonna be kids and you're gonna fool around.
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember they had a recycle bin, like, cause her dad drinks and stuff. I remember she grabbed some bottles from the recycle bin. It's like, we're gonna be grown ups, we're gonna drink, and she gave me this like fucking Bud Light that had a
How
little
old
bit
were
left.
you? How old were you?
I was like I said, 8 or 9 or some
Oh
shit. I was,
God! Oh God!
By the way, I was really
Mars
young.
Origins,
I was
dude.
young.
I was younger than I was. Yeah, I think I was like 11
my
or 12
God.
whenever I tried
That
that
was-
tequila. I was at least 10, at least 10, dude.
I remember tasting it and like, ew, because first off, it was hot. And I'm sure if it was cold beer, I probably would have, this is not too bad. No, I probably would have hated it anyway. But like, I remember taking a sip of that hot ass beer and like, I remember, but fuck it, it's worth it. I'm playing house with this girl. She was hot, dude. I remember she was 13. I was 8 or 9 or something.
Damn,
She
dude.
was older.
Damn,
I
she's
just
trying to play house with you. She's 13. She got issues.
Shit, you know, but maybe she was on that shit, dude. Maybe she's like, "Nah, he's
she
cute."
knew like all the young kids liked her, but for some reason she picked me. to
She's
play house
probably
with
Doug
fucking-
Mars, dude. And
I was
Mars
a little
has
more
that
mature.
vulnerability. No,
I
he's
was- no,
he
no,
pro-
who knows?
not
Who
mate,
knows?
not mate. He
It was
like,
pr-
just out of skepticism, he
Jesus
was probably
Christ.
had that vulnerability at the time, and she's like, "Nah, I'm gonna take advantage of this motherfucker."
Nah, if not, it was probably.
Damn.
Nah, I just
That's
had, I
trying to
just,
call
I just
it-
had to
call
give
it.
that. I just had to be
That's next.
devil's.
That was a next comment.
I just had to
yeah.
be a devil's advocate.
Either that, or she liked the sweet chili bowl I was rocking.
Ooh.
Oh, so you did.
You had a
long
chili
hair.
bowl.
Motherfucker
I'm
had
thinking
a
you had the
chili
hair
bowl.
you have right now. I'm like, hell
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
It started a mullet when I was a
13-year-old will
kid. Chili bowl, but after a while I just said grow it. I'm not stopping.
Fuck that.
But yeah, she
Motherfucker
must have
had a
dug. She
chili
must
bowl and
have.
she
She must have
fucked
dug the
with it.
chili bowl.
Yeah, I
Bro.
don't think I've ever had a chili
Bro.
bowl.
Any of you bad bitches out here tonight fucking
still
with
like
chili
a chili-
bowls,
Hey, I'll
you
cut
are the
that
reason
shit.
why we exist.
I'll
You are
go-
the
I'll
reason
go-
why we will prosper. You are the
I
reason
get all
why.
load Christmas on you,
You are
girl.
the reason why we love life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fuck with me when I had a chili bowl. Holy shit.
Girl,
know
where
what
are
I'm
you
saying?
now?
Ghost from Christmas past.
Hit me up. Where are you now,
It
girl?
goes to Christmas past, bro.
No, I'm just kidding. Nah,
Yeah,
she
man, we're
probably
about
has
to
a couple
go right
kids.
into Seekers by
Seekers,
Yes, we've been
One
waiting
of
for
my favorite
this.
beats by Nex. I'll just say he drops loops and shit like that all the time. But this is a beat. This is
He
a
also-
nice beat. This
It's
is a
an
fucking
Homie
nice.
one.
even drops streams. Check that out
Made
on
up his
Facebook, dude.
sample.
I do that a
Bro.
lot. Yeah,
Dude,
If
check
you
out
guys-
Homie
if you,
Streams.
yeah, if you do find me on sound, I mean, no, you're both. but on Facebook it is public. So like I am like
I share it.
I am, yeah, exactly. I'm anti-dog. I mean, I'm actually pro-dogs. So, like, I don't give a fuck if you see my face. It's public as shit. Whoever it's shared to, if you see me out there, wherever state you're from, thank you for watching. I don't give a shit.
We
Like,
love you.
I'd like for you to listen more. Fucking A.
Whatever state you're from.
Add me, mate. All right. Here we go, man. We're going into Seeker's song I'd made.
Enjoy, folks. We'll be back.
Peace.
Hey, yeah.
Dude, that was tight, dude. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say it earlier, but I figured I'd say it now. I feel like that was like a song from a game or something. It sounded like an intense game, but like just dude, it sounded cool. Like if you're in like a dark city.
If I remember
like,
what SD card it was, I could show you the original, but it's I got one more original coming up after a couple of words here from yours truly, Reeshi right here, Mars Magma, the host, the one and only. The one and only. I'm gonna say that once, and I only have to say it once. The one and only host, actual host, because there are co-hosts, their side host, their special guest host. Sometimes I've had to take over the board, but the one and only host of the Up All Night show, Mars Magma.
Well,
though.
man, I've had
The
people want to be the
creator,
side host. I have a couple people.
The founder of the.
I know, I bet, but they don't know shit about that board. Ha!
Yeah, they don't.
If they don't, man, if they don't know the fundamentals of that board, they're gonna fuck the show up.
Head up.
Yep.
Because there'll be those moments, you know what I'm saying? Those fucking
I'm not letting anyone
feedback-
touch this unless they
feedback
know what they're
squad.
talking about. Like the only person who gets to like mess with this board is Nex, because he taught me about my own board because he had one of his own.
Literally, I taught myself about your board because that was a brand new, man. It was so fresh when it came out the box. I was like, oh my god, I was freaking out, dude. I had like
Yeah,
an
it was-
orgasm
it was
right
tight.
there in your room. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit was cool. I remember me
It's
seniors.
so
I was like,
sick,
holy
dude.
shit.
For real, right? Mine's older. Mine's like 4 years older than that. Way low, like 6 or 8 at least. But shout outs, man. We're getting where we're getting right now, man. Having a good time here at the Up All Night show, thinking about doing some music.
Dude, I got a quick.
This has actually been a better night than I thought. I was actually gonna get drunk alone, stream to you guys, and just talk bullshit about tech. And instead, I'm here just appreciating the final couple of days.
last
up,
two.
you know.
Today's the last, and
Yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah.
if something
Some
happens.
pauses, yeah, and up until like, who knows how long this pause is gonna be. And you know, Mars got to go make the cheddar and shit. So the next season coming up, though, guaranteed. Motherfuckers should stay excited. Motherfuckers should stay fucking tuned in.
I'm
straight
excited.
up,
I
you
don't
know?
like. I'm not like. I'm the host of it, but
They
I'm
should
like.
stay. And then like
I don't know what's gonna.
we barely touch on the surface of like live stuff, man. We've tried so many different things. Some of them failed. Some of them were a little loud. Some of them didn't get catch well. I remember some of the like slight jam outs we had with Brian, and like, man, one of these days I'm gonna converse with them, intoxicated or not. I'm just gonna ask him, personally, as you asked him too, because dude, that's shout outs to you for asking him that on one of the streams too. And I wasn't there that day, but it was when I was more active, and it was from some of the original, like I think it was like the first 10 or 20 streams that you did. Is when you had Brian on. He's been on plenty of times.
Shouts out to B-Ray.
Man, Brian is an amazing singer. Like
That motherfucker. He's a cool person all
beautiful
around.
singer, dude. Like,
Awesome
no, that
singer.
dude's fucking awesome to talk to.
Dude,
like,
he really is, dude.
Just to have some brews with and sit there and shoot the shit, dude.
Dude,
That dude's the dude.
Dude,
That
sometimes
dude's
that's
the
all we do. We sit
dude.
there just
He's the mate, dude.
Drink,
Man,
talk,
Brian never
karaoke.
gives you shit vibes. Never gives
dude.
you
I've
shit
never
vibes.
had shit vibes from that dude.
Like as you said before, people probably give him shit vibes. You know.
Dude, a lot of people
Yeah,
I
you
brought
told
him
me
around.
that.
Dude,
You
a lot
told
of
me
people
that
don't
people
like him.
fucking get pushed. Yeah, like it's like, dude,
It's an
Brian
ego
is a
trip.
good. Exactly,
It's an
he's a
ego
good
trip.
mate. He's a good mate.
You get mad because somebody's older. You get like.
But
worried,
my point on all that
happens
was
all the
like, we haven't even experimented with the live elements, and that's not one thing. Obviously, I wanted to call out whether I was intoxicated or not to Brian one day. It was like, just ask him, and that's why I wanted to give you a shout out too, because you did ask him on the stream once, and like he gave his explanation, and it's a firm explanation. I understand, he just likes to cover more music than anything, but with a voice like that, dude. You should definitely write. You should definitely write. If you like, I know you have a lot of things on your mind, and you've talked about a lot of those things on the stream, and just overall, personally, the guy's got a lot on his mind. Who doesn't, And dude,
Sure, if
write
he wrote-
about it. You have a voice to write for it, and like if he doesn't, like, effort's real. I get it. It takes energy. Maybe you have some self-confidence issues,
Dude,
etc.
Dude,
But the dude has the voice. You know what I mean, Morris?
anything,
you introduced
dude.
me to him. Shit, for fuck's sake.
holy fuck! If anything, dude, that's the one person who has a YouTube page that I have not fucking added to the list below, the links below that you guys should check out.
There'll be plenty of links
Dude's
today,
a
yeah.
close friend, dude. Dude's a badass friend. He's been a friend since.
Yo,
like,
and by the way,
2008
hey,
through.
do you ever? Not just a quick question though, because we got Reeshi in front of us. But do you ever link Reeshi's Instagram? Because
I haven't linked your Instagram.
Get my camera real quick, just my camera. I think you can see it behind me. I'll point to it.
Yeah, definitely.
I just wanted to
To all our
reference something.
cameras,
I just
if
wanted to
anything.
reference something.
I think
real
all three
quick.
of our cameras might have a little
Oh
something.
man, I think my there it is. You see?
It's right there, right there.
Yeah, that's one of his pieces. You can vaguely see it. There's not too much light towards me. It's more
I
towards
got one
Reeshi.
right here too.
This is this is.
And
a
then
person
behind
here.
him, right there, that's Willow Smith.
Yep.
And then right next to me, right here, to my what you're seeing is my right, or it's actually my left. But right here, where I'm pointing at, this is a geisha girl. It's a really good piece. There are prints of this stuff, and I'll probably just ask Mars to put the Instagram link there.
Yeah, I
the
definitely
homie
will.
Reeshi, we make music, but the homie Reeshi's actually been grinding on a lot of his artwork.
Dude's definitely
And
you're
if
definitely
anything,
an artist.
and I shouldn't have to say
Appreciate
this
that,
for him,
man.
but I'll just say it now. Before he ever touched music, his hands have been doing other things, and they've definitely been working with straight up just curvature and just expression, dude. It's what you do with your hands. Fuck it, we got golden hands.
Yep.
But
Yep.
Most definitely, Reeshi, dude, very talented. I'm honored to be able to put his prints on my wall here.
Dude, I'm honored to have my prints on these walls. You know what I'm saying?
I'm vice
the
versa.
fact that this is cool enough to do that, I'm like, oh, that's dope.
and
So
there's more shit coming soon. And by the way, man, like this guy is open for commission. Just give him if you.
Oh yeah, man! I just did a commission, knocked it out, man. Like this.
It's,
homegirl loved it, man.
Did you
Like,
post it on IG as well or
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
It's
posted
it's
on-
on there.
yeah,
There's just recent commissions on Instagram. Check it out. I mean, just throw the guy ideas. Basically, we're doing what we can. We just want people to have original shit. If it's
Yeah.
not our music, this guy is working with his hands right now in different
If
manners.
you fuck with my style, like you fuck with what I do, just take a gander. Even if you want something like what I've done before, show me that piece. Take a screenshot of it and like send it to me and be like, hey, I want something like this.
And
It's gonna help me out,
Yeah.
but like at the end of the day, like this girl ultimately showed me like 2 reference pieces of some random shit. And not as random, but like I saw the theme of it, and I said, "Well, is this what you like about it?" She's like, "More so the water theme." And then I made what I made. You know what I'm saying? All I went off of was water. You know what I'm saying? And I made what I made, and she loved it. And I'm like, "All right, cool," because like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what she had
This
to
is an
do, so-
Instagram girl you're talking about who you
no, this is someone else.
Someone
I
else.
thought it was the one
No,
you,
yeah, like
earlier
you-
you told
you-
me a story like you based
Oh,
some drawing.
so basically, I recently drew an Instagram model, on a piece just
Shouts out
because.
to her. What was her name? Shoot.
Tori Blake, yo, shouts out to Tori Blake, yo, just fucking
look her up on
search,
Instagram.
yeah,
She's
search her up
hot.
Yeah, she's beautiful. And so like fucking I just drew her, and I didn't really expect any response. I tagged her in it because she has like a lot of followers. So I didn't really think it was gonna be anything like that. But she commented on it. She approved. She was like, "This is dope," and so that's cool.
Dude, dude, I can imagine like how you feel. You just feel stoked that you got not acknowledged by someone like you worked a piece on and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, if anything,
Bro, okay, can I tell you? In
Most-
2014, I got
Yes.
acknowledged by Method Man.
whoa,
I did
tell
a
us
piece
about that.
for-
Yeah, he's right.
So I did a commission for a homie.
It's
in
on
the-
his
Dude,
Instagram as
Method
well.
Man is
The
badass.
piece that he's about to mention is also on his
In
Instagram.
this local DFW area, there's a great tattoo artist by the name of Jose. Jose Adiaga. He's fucking dank as shit.
Is there like a link we can follow him by, or Give him
I
a
mean,
shout out to his-
maybe I can find his Instagram link. But yeah, but like other than that, like he's a great tattoo artist. But he loves my art too, so I was like, I felt flattered. I was like, oh shit, and he was like, dude, I want a piece. I want Method Man. And first he said Wu-Tang. I was like, you want all the Wu? And he was just like, no, I just want Method Man. I was like, all right, cool. So I did this piece of Method Man like brushing his teeth with like my style in it, you know what I'm saying? And then I tweeted it at Method Man actually, too, because I felt confident. I was like, this is pretty dope. He sent me back a Wu salute, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's the Wu salute emoji, which is dank. And like motherfucking dude sent me that back, and I literally felt great. I was just like, holy shit, man, like I just drew Method Man and he thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was thinking. I was like, I drew
Dude,
Method Man and he thought that
I would have
shit
been
was
hyped.
dank. I felt on fire.
Holy
Yeah,
I
I
felt
saw
on
the
fire.
salute. It was pretty cool, man. I thought that was ill as fuck. Like Method Man went out of his way. It was like, man, this is ill. I like it. I'm gonna give it a shout.
Dude, I
That was
have
crisp.
to, I,
I was-
I
yeah,
have
I was
to see that
legit
pic,
there.
dude. I'd
It was
love to
tight.
see that picture.
It's a badass picture. It's nice. It's like a green. You just said it right. It was meth brushing his teeth.
My man brushing
Yeah,
his teeth.
it was
man.
just like.
A lot of colors in it. I think Method Man's blue himself.
I thought he was. I'm tripping.
Dude.
Yeah, he's blue. Confused him.
Dude,
ODB was green when I
Yeah,
did
he also did ODB. He did like a nice ODB piece
Yeah.
as well.
compared to my story, what I was gonna share, I kind of reached out to like an art, like somebody. The girl sitting next there. I reached out to.
I saw the signature.
Yeah, she signed that thing, but
she's fucking amazing.
she's cute and she'd make some great music. I love the way
musician. That's tight.
she vocalizes. Sometimes she makes her own music.
Here's the ODB
She's very
piece.
fucking cool, but
It's the ODB.
oh shit, that's cool.
I put red wine on it because that's his favorite drink, right? Like his drink of choice back when he was alive. Rest in peace,
See if we can-
ODB.
Fit,
Will it work?
Rest in peace, ODB.
Barely,
Yeah,
barely.
dude, shouts out to Old Dirty Bastard. You can barely see it. If you want to get a better glimpse, I'm gonna put the
There's
links
gonna be a
below.
link
There
of
you
the
go.
There you
Look at
go.
that.
Hey.
If yeah, go ahead and check that out.
The
Check
only
out
Instagram
Reeshi's-
link that you'll see there, basically.
That's
I'm gonna
fucking
find
awesome.
that Method Man piece really quick.
If anything, I'll
Shouts
add
out
the
to
links
this song in the
below.
background, though. Oh my god.
Hell yeah, that's something. Next, what is this?
This is part of my playlist, man. This is uploaded on SoundCloud. This is a song. This is actually.
It's April.
Hold
It's
on, wait.
April
Yeah,
14th,
wait.
so
Speaking of most heavily played songs, like
this is the best.
so, basically, people
Oh, this is
people
a
people
meth
have.
right here.
Yeah, show that piece real quick. See if we
Dude,
can get a
check
focus
this
on
one
it,
out
mate.
here.
Oh wait, you exited.
Check that out. Hold on, let me get the.
Focus.
Tilt it the other way, slightly.
Yeah,
Oh.
sometimes when you angle it, hold on, right there somewhere.
This might be a lighter piece. Might be a little harder.
There we go.
There we go.
Something you can see a little better, but
You can see the outline of the
Method
meth
Man.
space.
There you
meth. Boy, meth.
METHOD man.
M-E-T.
HOD. You know what? Back in the day,
Basically, you know what I'm saying?
dude. Back in the day,
Stop.
remember when we're gonna we're trying to consider.
I remember when like Otis was bumping that shit daily, dude.
Dude,
Do you remember that shit?
dude, remember
he was
we're-
fucking.
we're
like,
gonna do the song
bleeding
Wu-
36 chambers.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck
Hey, you
with.
ever watch Donnie Darko?
I have, yeah. We watch it
Dude,
here all the
look,
time.
check this out. He has, dude, check this out. What he's about to show you.
You don't have to show
Oh shit! It's the fucking rabbit. Look at this.
Frank.
It's fucking
I'm surprised
awesome.
he didn't make
Frank.
prints. I'm surprised he didn't make prints of this.
Dude,
This is-
yeah.
I request prints. I would buy one of these prints
I
as
want.
well.
I want dude.
I'm buying two. Like,
Any
if
and
he
every
makes a
print you
print,
have, I'll give. How much you want? Like $200-$300. How much you want? for it?
Print? Hell no.
No, not per
$10,
print, but like for
$10,
like every
$10.
print you have. I'd love to put it all over these
$10.
walls.
Oh shit.
But
dude.
look at that. Look at that. When I come back, dude, I'm gonna work. Dude, this room is gonna be crazy,
Oh, yeah.
filled with art. It went off. But y'all check that out. That was Frank from
which,
Donnie
as I
Darko.
mentioned earlier, what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
hearing
yeah.
right now is a song. Speaking of most plays, my most played song is
Hendrix.
it's no more over than Then
Jimmy.
then
Show it on yours. See if you can see it on.
Oh, can we?
Let's see if yeah, you
There
can
we
see
go.
it really good. A lot better than. But look at that.
the Hendrix
Little
piece.
Hendrix.
A little Hendrix.
Dude, the color,
See.
like the way it gets dark in the background.
Oh,
that's
CJ
crazy
Top
how
off
it
though. Like God, I'm about to do CJ.
Oh, he
Top-Off.
didn't. I noticed he had one of your pictures on one of his songs. Like, that dude's good. I listen to his music pretty daily. Like, he's on my
It's
playlist.
pretty crisp.
Damn, I can't
It-
focus the CJ Top off. There it goes.
Dude, I like the fact that he always puts a lot of Terrence McKenna in his music. And I like how he kind of like always talks about like being just tripping, psychedelic, being on his own shit. I like that shit a lot. Like, it's just adjusting.
This is Travis Scott.
Check that out. Who's that?
Travis Scott.
Oh, the Travis Scott. I thought this was the song he just.
Oh, the song.
This song's good too.
Song's dang. This is the next song, right? Yeah.
No shit. Nah, I'm just
No
being
shit.
mean. This is
In Return?
This is a song called "In Return,"
Damn, I called it out.
and
Damn, see
made
that?
it.
Like I knew it, dude.
I made this song with a $20 keyboard, a guitar pedal, and a $30 mixer.
Yo, Cypher the Avatar, shout out. I did some commission work for him. Nice.
Yeah, that looks really good. Dude, even that the little beard part you put there.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I like doing
Dude.
facial hair in here.
That's some badass art, dude.
It's a print you got on the wall right here.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right here to my right of me, right here. Look at that. Skadoosh. Wow, dude, that's cool to see it. Like, it's crazy to think it's just something you made, you print it out, and you can just hand it out to people, dude.
Yeah, man, scanned it. It's life size. Those are life size prints. Like straight up. Like that's one thing I wanted to make sure. It was like my prints were life size. Yak the Mac, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Local DFW artist, fire as shit.
Whoa, dude, that's
Went
really
with an
detailed, too.
Acrylic background there.
yeah, that red. What is that? Is that red or orange? Is that-
Red and orange, all fade out.
Oh, okay.
One of my
Sure,
favorite
both.
psychedelic pieces here.
Dude, there's gonna be. That's badass, dude. You know those eyes remind me of something off like Resident Evil.
Okay, here you go. Nemesis type
Yeah,
shit.
but look, there's eyes in there. That's pretty fucking intense. Oh, by the way, do you know your Instagram link? See if you want to give it to people now.
It's my username is at REEEESHI, so that's 4 E's in there. Just because some fuckhead took Reeshi, so here's another piece, a recent one I did.
And is this like a model that somebody based it off, or is it just like a freehand?
It's like a random Google stock image I found with some chick. I'll slightly warp it sometimes just so I don't get any copyright type shit.
Oh, yeah.
But, yo, this one's recognizable though.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's that one guy from the cartoon. I've
It's Rick and Morty. I highly recommend you watch it. All right.
You know, I think the other day Mr. C was raving about this one. He liked this one a lot.
Oh, dude, it's a good ass
he loves
show.
that cartoon.
It's a good ass show.
Like you can kind of see the Reeshi. How many E's is it?
4 E's.
4 E's.
These are some. Okay, this piece. Besides this piece,
Dude, I remember back when the show was still Drunkcast. Nex was telling me about Reeshi, and it was like, how many E's is it? I mean, we're figuring it out on Instagram.
Yeah, we had
Or-
had to figure out
or like SoundCloud. Yeah, and then I remember he was looking on his, and he's like, I think it's 4, and then we're damn, dude, it goes a long way.
shouts out to Jello Mori. This is a local rapper I drew.
Yeah, so you draw locals too?
Yeah, often. Just because
That's
it's
pretty
like a
fucking
good
cool.
shout out. Like this is the ooh. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
This is another local drop. Kearns Lumens Mason. Fucking part of out of the ordinary. A little group.
Whoa, I like that skull right there. Like you don't notice it while you're looking at him until you like look at the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
This
And
is the commission I did though recently. So this is what
Dude, that's really good.
It's like a woman with
A lot
like
of detail going on in there.
Yeah,
Is
the-
that space in the back, like in between her, like her
yeah.
horns there?
There's
Or
like
her-
space, some Greek pillars around
antlers?
her. There's a Hawaiian sunset that's pouring a waterfall on top of her.
Dude, if anything, do I notice like an N from the night?
Yeah,
from
that's
Up All
that's
Night?
yeah, that's the Up All Night sticker.
Because
on
I was
my
like, is
drawing
that
board.
my background? Like, I thought it was that thing right there.
No,
But I was like,
that's
holy
legit.
shit.
If you look, that's legitimately an Up All Night.
Look at that.
It's an Up All Night sticker on my drawing board. But
It is, dude. That's badass, dude.
I'm glad you recognized that.
I just
was
seen the
like,
N right there. I see even Nex right here. He rocks it on his stream, dude. I thought that was cool. Dude, that day we're sitting there all watching that. Dude, check out that fucking picture. That shit's cool.
My phone's been
Damn,
cracked
she's
this whole
beautiful.
time. I realized I gotta get her ass.
Oh, you see that crack right there? we're gonna start a what is that thing called where people like pitch in money?
The fucking
Let's get-
Patreon, dude. Or is that a
let's-
Patreon
no,
or
no,
is that
it's,
a Kickstarter?
There you go. Let's get a Kickstarter for
Oh my God,
Rishi to
dude.
get a new phone.
I think Patreon's for nude models. I
Dude,
think that's what
even
that is.
KV fucking cracked his phone.
Oh wow.
He has a story behind it. I can't share it on the podcast because he'd get in trouble. But the fact that I mentioned that brings up speculation. So whenever you see him, question him. Just
Hey,
kidding.
do you have Don't Worry on your shit?
Fucking Nex bringing the tunes, dude. These are all what we're
These are all loops and sound segments brought to you by Nex right now that we've been hearing.
These are all yours,
throughout
Nex?
conversation and me showing off
Dude,
art.
these
like,
are intense.
It's been a great
dude.
combination.
I love
man.
these, dude. Dude, you know what? You should make a compilation. Put them all together as an album, dude, and release them, dude. That's
I
the
might
best
do
way
that,
to do
but
it.
what you're talking about, I've already done. There's just a playlist on my SoundCloud.
Yeah, on SoundCloud, he has all them
called
grouped together.
Loops. Just look for it, and it has all my actual loops, aside from any songs, or because there are, I'm gonna say like 4 or 5 other songs that aren't loops that are different. Like
Dude,
the
these
last one you just
because
heard.
everything I've heard is something I would listen to myself personally.
Yeah, well
like,
then check it out, Mars.
I will. If anything, you should give me some.
They're
free
just very
samples.
short though. That's why they're loops. They're meant
If
to be that
anything,
way.
if you gave them to me, I'd
But I'm about
extend
to
them.
show off. After this song is done, I'm gonna do one of my last originals. I could do more, but this is one no
Well,
one's
hell yeah.
heard. No one at all.
Oh shit! I'm honored.
No
Let's
one, and
check
I
this
mean
out.
that. No one, not even Rishi. No one.
What?
Oh,
So
the hype, the
I don't know. I don't even.
I
have
like
that.
I like he
excited.
said no, and you're kind of confident, and he said no, and not even Rishi.
Oh,
Oh, whoa,
oh,
hold on,
What?
because you hang out pretty,
But
you hang out next
basically,
pretty
um,
often.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I mean, I talk to the guy every day, basically.
Yeah.
So this isn't it, but I don't have a name for it. I just have it on the sampler. It's something I finished on Reason. I'm gonna say like maybe a year and a half ago. Fuck it, like a year ago. And I was gonna play guitar to it. I'm not sure if I should yet, but I'm just gonna show you the main beat of it. Like, I'm not sure if it's no longer. It's probably no longer than 2 minutes. I don't even know the time for it, so I'm gonna let it run on the sampler itself. Probably won't do much to it, and just listen to it because it's even bassy. Because earlier I was listening to it, and it's even got some
It's 3:13 a.m. on Up All Night.
Up All Night.
That's the name
but,
of the show, right? That's what it's all about.
It starts off pretty sentimental, and it just gets a little chill and fat. But
yeah.
I have no name for this. I really don't. If I remember, I can't even remember the name of the original project that I saved it under. So something interesting, something new. Enjoy, folks. Yours truly, Yorick, here with Rishi.
And
Mars Magma, none other
Up
than Mars
All
fucking Magma.
Night.
I appreciate these dudes coming by.
UAN.
No,
They're so
Hashtag
I'm
UAN.
Up All Night. Hey.
Hey, let's listen to this. We'll be back up all night.
that was some unreleased stuff. I don't have a
Dude.
name for it yet. It's just something it's something I touched up on that I think I did a year and a half ago. It was more than a year ago. I'll say that.
More than a year ago? I
yeah,
thought it was
yeah.
something like
No,
pretty
not
recent.
recent. It's things that I dig up, and that's what I've been doing lately. I've been digging up some of the gems that I think that are worth at least working on, because some of them are just just fucking just increments and just scattered pieces. But that one, as you can tell, it's a full sort of sound, and even the way it ended on the same sort of like feel that the beginning was, and it was interesting. Like everything you heard, all the little pianos and stuff, and the little like all the like programming. I did everything. There was nothing that was sampled. This is before I was sampling. The best way I could put it. The only thing that I was using was just the units that I could build on the DAW itself, like Reason, and then I played all the keys myself, and just timed them and shit. So it was a time where I was really meticulous about my beats before I had a sampler and before I could like have the confidence to chop up records and etc. So it was a good process. But
And it's even cool to hear it, like, you bring up, like, I didn't know you were working on something back then.
yeah.
In
Oh,
fact, you brought it
dude,
out.
dude.
Like,
no,
that was old.
man.
I felt like that was newer for some reason.
No,
but
that's I think it's at least like late.
I could definitely
20.
hear that it's missing some things.
I
So
like
you're
late
saying
but
what,
it sounds
what we just
good.
heard was old?
Yeah, that's about a year
Oh,
and a half
shit.
old. Yeah,
God damn, that's
it's like early 2015.
damn.
That's
Oh,
why I was
shit.
surprised, too.
It's 2 years
It's
now.
nothing new. What you just heard is something. That's all I was explaining to him. I dug it up. It's a lot of things I've been digging up, and the stuff that I felt that was worth, refining. That's one of the things that I did. It even ended. You missed the ending, but the ending actually ends on the beginning note, sort of deal. Like the sampling. Yeah, the pianos ends with the pianos, yeah, and like I just mentioned to him that this is before I got into sampling like heavily, before I took it like serious, basically.
Yeah.
And all the pianos, everything down to the programming of like the little arpeggiators, I did everything. I was a reason at the time, and I still am, but I was more involved in just using MIDI and just doing digital, and now I'm doing more like linear stereo and just kind of sampling.
Best part of it when you
But,
come back, it's like you have
it's
all
fun.
those skills
Yeah, like
that
I
you
just
can
have,
kind of like
I can
go
literally
back
just
on.
like go back into it and like do different shit to it, like
Or find the song itself.
yeah, and then like with different effects, like just that.
Are you sitting there free here? I'm gonna put on the camera, but you sitting there just kind of like free forming right now? Look at it, he's over there just fucking with it. This is what he usually does on his own stream too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if there's a link below, eventually you can definitely look me up on Facebook or whatever. It's the only place. I would Twitch and shit, but that's coming up this year.
Hey.
That sounds good. I bet if Crazy Vic, he probably. Oh shit! Make shut up. Up all night. Say what?
So what about Crazy Vic though?
I'm just saying, if he heard this, I could already see him bobbing his head, like vibing to this. He'd be trying to freestyle. I could already see him. He'd be like closing. Yo, when I was.
Be right back.
Oh yeah, we'll be back. Up all night. like I was telling Reeshi here, man, this show wouldn't have been a show without the homie Nex, and thankfully Reeshi coming through, man. You know, his music, his art, and his personal self coming through and expressing his ideals. And
First off, I feel like
both of
shouts
y'all.
out to Nex for helping the show be what it is.
Fuck yeah.
But most importantly, shouts out to Mars for making the show what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure that show is what it had to become. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a motherfucking fact. Because who else would be able to be this like fucking Nex said this earlier. Who else would be able to be an actual host? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people do not have the temperament for that shit. Like on some real shit.
I didn't know. You know what? You're probably right. You know, if anything, I go to a lot of parties. Like a lot of my friends prefer to come to my house for like a party.
Yeah.
But it's like, how often do we go to their houses? Not very often, because they don't know how to host parties.
Exactly.
Very well.
And like being a host, a master of ceremony, that's a real thing.
It comes all around.
Yeah, that is actually a thing.
And you know what? I've been hosting parties for like forever, since I was like 18, old enough to party, even
Straight
younger.
Up. Straight up.
So it's
Straight
like
up.
I've learned what like being like showing a little
this
gratitude.
Is kind of like
like,
this is kind of lame to say right now, but like literally my aunt had her 70th birthday party, and they handed me the mic saying they just put me on the spot and said, "Hey, you're gonna host." I said, "All right, I'm gonna do it," and I knocked it out of the park because like the main thing is like.
I love that shit.
yeah. You seen? But
I knocked it out of the park, and because like once you become an MC, once you become an actual like rapper or anything with a mic, you know what I'm saying? Like you just know how to go.
Master controller or what? Mic controller? Was MC stands for?
MC stands for
Master of Ceremony.
Ceremonies.
Yeah.
Master of ceremony. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yo, but this is a raw ass beat that I have from my recorder. Last thing I'm
Turn
gonna
that
play.
hoe up.
Yeah, I'll restore real quick, but it's something that's slight. I don't even think it's off time, but I recorded it barely like this morning. It's something I've just built today, but I did it on my learning recorder, so it's kind of full. It's kind of like it goes in order. You'll see.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Thanks for listening. Cheers.
Up all night. Hey. Moving on there. 3 stripes. Call that Adidas. Call that Adidas. Call that Adidas. Call that Adidas. I need like 3 bad bitches up in the reefer. Roll it up. Roll it up, roll it up. Roll it up, roll it up. I need like 3 bad bitches tonight. Said I need like 1 bad bitch could've judged me, but I need like 3 bad bitches tonight. What is this life? Oh, what is this life? Oh, what is this life? I need like 3 bad bitches tonight.
Yeah.
I might need like 3 bad bitches tonight. Give me like some time, figure out what some of my. Sorry, I slept with like 2 girls this week, They ain't really like me, But I feel like all I need is like 3 bad bitches fucking with me tonight. Yeah. 3 bad bitches fucking with me tonight. Swear to God, homie, say I'ma do that all my life. Keep going on, motherfucker, I'ma go and I'ma try.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'ma go on, hopefully I won't die. I need like 3 bad bitches tonight. Baby, can you believe? Said, baby, can you believe? I need like 3 bad bitches tonight. Yep. Can I check the time? Yep. It's like middle of the night, now talking about 12 a.m. Talking like 3 a.m. You don't mind me. We up all night, yeah. Up all night. Tell Shawty I need like 3 bad bitches tonight. That was nice. I like that one. I'm gonna go back on the stream and listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, dude, that was cool as fuck. Dude, that was completely live. Like Next threw on a
Yeah, I
beat.
just cooked that this morning.
Yeah,
Dude,
all
holy fuck!
all
So
impromptu
you've never
right
even
there.
heard that.
On like a
Never.
$40 Sony recorder.
You guys
just
got like a
bullshitting.
huge exclusive.
It was
like
nice. I liked it.
It was like getting a little dabble of what they kind of do.
We can call that
When
3
they're
bad
chilling.
bitches freestyle. 3
Three
bad bitches freestyle
right? Dude, that was-
2017.
Dude, I was vibing. That shit was cool. Yeah. Dude, do you have a
Three
way?
double B.
That was tight, dude. Definitely, dude. Worth definitely. I'm gonna go back and listen to that.
Kids, WB yourself. Y'all remember that shit?
WB.
Kids,
I
WB
remember WB,
yourself.
but I don't remember kids. WB.
Y'all remember that shit? It was just fire.
WB yourself.
That was
but, hey,
nice.
but definitely be yourself. But I don't know
Oh,
about
yeah.
WB yourself.
No, it's Kids WB.
That sounds
man.
like them trying to like Walt Disney your booty or something. I don't know what the
No.
fuck. Warner Brothers.
No, it's not. No. It's not like that.
I was just kidding.
Walt Disney or booty.
Walt Disney, your booty, dude.
The guy always sounds aggressive.
That was tight.
Well,
It's tight as fuck. What happened over there? I think they Walt Disney his booty.
Walt Disney. I think his booty got Walt Disney.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out and play a quick song. A quick 2 minute
Yeah,
song.
let's
You guys
go.
have that?
Yeah.
Quick 2 minute song. This one's called City Sleep. Shouts out to the homie. He's talked about collabing with you, man. You guys have to exchange
William
some type of
S.
information. But hell yeah, you named it. And we're going to do a quick...
Yeah, shouts out to William S. This fool, can I make a note really quick? This fool freestyles like a god. Like, this fool
William
got
Money
bars for
Sign.
days. Fool get, like, he will destroy anything you put him on. Shouts out to William S., man.
Most definitely. And I totally I agree with that. Here goes William S.
Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man, is anybody doing else talking? Let's do, like, passing this way? Why? Because my car won't start. I ain't got to take care. Friend. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to find a way out there. Well, shit. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's nobody else, like, coming from over there. But, I mean, try to find somebody. About to see
I think I'm feeling this. Got my seat back on some chillin' shit. Remember when I need that was my realest shit. Now I need that, then I'm talking about a million. I ain't never saved the whole bitch, I'm walking out a villain. Cue the pyro, mashed up like Kylo. Say you got killers, ain't like the ones that I know. Hey, this shit right though, we should put it on vinyl. I don't know why these haters wanna try me still. My city is so sleepy, I'm conspiring still. All my homies looking at me now like you wildin' well, but they ain't saying your name yet. Shit, I'm okay with that silent kill. Yeah, bitch, we know how that violence feel. We tryna make it up off of the block because that hoe on fire still. We done been through too much, we tryna kick it in a brighter field. My family need me, on God I got him, my grind is ill. Yeah, motivated by my cousin cause I swear that boy will hustle. Yeah, me and him could take down 10 motherfuckers off the muscle. That's off heart, man, we started in a struggle. Pardon all my pain, but all my passion is passing through now more than ever. They say I'm getting too clever.
Yo, up all night. That was
Hey.
Mr. Willie S, which is he's
Shouts
a
out
regular.
to William S.
William Money Sign.
Yeah, William
Yo.
Cash Sign. Check him out on SoundCloud.
And that's American dollars.
He's it's American dollars, of course. But yeah, he's a regular on the show. He always comes to do show some love.
Motherfucker
Same
kills
with you
on the
guys.
freestyles. I'll say that once again and again. And I'm gonna tell you, his tracks are dang. He has solid tracks, but I'm gonna tell you right now, he kills it on the freestyles. And honestly, man, like as a musician, as a producer, as a rapper, as a fucking singer, as a lyricist, when I heard that man freestyle, I was smiling. I was impressed. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like, these were candid moments that were never recorded.
Dude, he
Kind of had like a backstages party, you know, for it was for your birthday, right?
everyone came through.
Yeah.
The only person that was missing was Brian B. Rye.
Dude, Brian's
But he's a lot older, dude. He has other things
he's a
going
fucking
on.
he's a G, man.
He's cool as fuck. You guys wouldn't appreciate him. Like, if you guys ever met, I'm sure you guys.
No,
know
yeah,
about me
dude.
one
Brian
day.
is a guy who
He's pretty cool.
literally.
Shouts
Brian
out to B.
is
Rye.
fucking. He has the voice of voices.
I gotta give a shout out to everyone.
I'm
hope-
pissed and happy and sad at the same time when I think of Brian, because it's like, why haven't you written a song yet? Why? It's like, man, dude, I would whore that shit out to the.
If
T.
anything, dude, if you were feeling kind of soulful or real, like, I
And
guess.
then we did that, like he did that little cover.
Tell him to
with
cover
me.
Drunk Somewhere, Texas.
That'd be crazy. He does more
Dude,
jazz, so he does
dude,
way more
dude.
like bebop jazz.
If I told him
or
though,
Frank Sinatra stuff.
he would Frank Sinatra.
He's also-
Sorry, I'm calling.
Dude,
That'd be
he-
hilarious.
He would try.
Sorry, I'm
not gonna lie, he
calling,
had-
Do you think he'd interpret it?
He'd have a sense of humor enough to like just try it. Just
It
be
would
like,
sound
I'm not saying it wouldn't be
sick,
bad, but he would try it.
Yeah.
He
The
would just
fucked
be
up part
like,
about Brian is that like when he's saying it would sound sick too. It'd be like, yo, sorry, I'm golden. It would be some disgusting shit. It'd be
Sorry,
disgusting.
I'm calling you,
But
you know,
I don't know what
I'm
seat I was in. I was in this seat, and it's when he was covering that song when they were recording. Dude, I teared twice. Word is bond. I was like, the fuck am I hearing, dude?
dude, I'd actually love to play, but
You need to play that fucking song.
Which one?
Was it the wind? It was that 60s song. Oh, dude, that shit is fucking melting, dude. There was two lines.
You're not,
that he
you're not
said.
talking about
It was on- I think it was on the.
You're not
pod.
talking about the zombies, are you?
I think it was the zombies cover. He did. Yeah, dude.
Because we both like yeah, that's a classic.
I was here with
Wait,
those sessions,
no, no.
dude. I was here
Dude.
one of those sessions, and I was
Dude.
freaking out.
One
It was
song in particular
beautiful.
he
I was
covered.
stoned as shit.
He's more of a cover kind of dude,
Yeah,
but
he really
what he
does.
what he
Sucks.
covered that
He
one
doesn't
song.
suck, but it's just
Welcome.
like, man, I wish he'd write music.
He
Go ahead.
covered that song "Welcome Back" by Sebastian somebody. Welcome back.
I remember that one, but there was another one that was more melancholy than that one. Was it Welcome Back? Because there's a Welcome Back and Melancholy in the middle. Because like that sounds more major.
He's singing. He has quite a few. He even
Yo.
does country songs for the Bay. Makes him
You
sound
put
cool.
up the camera screens because we're about to wrap up the
Oh
show.
yeah,
right?
most definitely. Yeah, we're about to wrap this up, but
Basically,
I want
shout
to
outs
say
to
hi to
Brian.
yeah, we want
everybody.
to give
everybody
a
see my
bunch of
face.
huge shout outs.
One more second. Cheers, yo.
Cheers, brother.
Shout outs
Bunch
to
of
Brian.
Huge shout outs. Shouts out to everyone. Shouts out to Brian. Shouts out to Will. Shouts out to KV. Shouts out to Mr. C.
If that dude
Shouts
makes it
out-
like tomorrow, which is probably like not possible, but regardless, whenever we see him again, man, that guy's a legend. I really do appreciate his voice a lot. And,
KV?
you heard it?
wanna
No,
be
William
right.
S.
Brian, dude, Brian. Is
Oh, Brian. Yeah, shout out to Brian. Well, William
guy
S. is also a voice to be
natural.
appreciated.
Dude, you know what? I
natural
might do a
singer.
second show and
KV.
just showcase music, and I'm just gonna talk slightly, but I'm gonna showcase everyone's music because I have to do another one of those shows. Every time I get drunk enough, I feel like I have to play those because I want to show people. I'm gonna try to see if I can play some of those Brian songs too, because
They're so fucking.
I'm gonna play everyone's music.
Yeah,
I love every. Shouts out to
fucking
Brian.
good.
Shouts out to David. Shouts out to Perspective Collective. Shouts out to Nex. Shouts out to
Yeah.
Rishi. Shouts out to B Rye. Shouts out to KV. Shouts out to Mr. C. William S. Shouts out to D, the producer. Shouts out to Radon Exclusive. Shouts out to D Rico. Shouts out to.
Did you shout out Dave Hoare?
Dave Hoare. I did say David.
Oh my
David.
God,
You just
David.
say Dave Hoare?
I didn't say Dave
I
Hoare,
have
but
a
I
whole
said
nother
David.
beer.
I gave it to you. I just
I
brought
know,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But
Shout outs to David and my
David from-
fucking cunt bassist
Otis, the coldest.
the piece of shit coldest.
Shouts out to him.
I'll kick you in
We
the
sh-
fucking stomach.
We usually do WrestleMania videos, but shouts
Fucking
out.
hate that motherfucker.
When I said David, I meant David from Watch the World Burn with you.
Yes,
Shouts out to
watch the world burn with you. Check him out, man. He's out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He's got a lot of
Shouts
different
out-
videos and shit. If I got a channel up too, 2 channels. Go ahead, Mars.
Shouts out to FT Dub.
Classic
FT Dub,
sound,
dude,
man.
class-
Old school sound.
Big fan. FT Dub taught me the
FT
root.
Dub, basically, all right. FT Dub, just a quick note. FT Dub introduced me to the SP Freaks
Dude.
forum. Mars told me about it. Ever since I've joined, I've learned so fucking much about my machine.
Really, dude.
Like the song I just heard, that one that Rishi was singing over, like all the compression and like nice like punchiness to it, I learned from that forum. And it had it not been for FT Dub suggesting to Mars Magma, like, hey man, whose machine is that? Tell him to check
He
out
seen
this.
it on
you know,
Instagram.
yeah.
he-
And after that, I was like, man, I'm gonna check this group out. I got accepted into that group, and they've been holy shit. That group's been basically if anybody ever watches it, be rare, but I'm still gonna do it. Shout out to the 404 SP Freaks. That's what it's called. It's called SP Freaks. It's a private group, but if y'all have any samplers, join this group. Really amazing group, man. Fucking, that's my point. Shout out to the samplers. Shout out to the community. FT Dub, man. All the musicians. Go ahead, Morris. What were you saying? Were you gonna say something, Rishi?
Yeah, no, but yeah, FT Dub, he definitely
Good ass
recommended
music,
to
too.
you. I'm glad you appreciate that, dude. Shout out to FT Dub.
Dude, I fuck with that group every day.
I hope to one day have
I've
him
made
here.
like 3 new friends because of that group. Like
Really?
they're out of me. They're really
Fuck
good
yeah,
people,
dude.
dude.
Very
like,
cool.
Good beat
Dude,
makers.
I'm so
and
glad
they
to hear
stream just like me. Like one of them streams
Really?
like every day.
That's fucking
And
cool,
dude, I'll send you the link his way. But I'm gonna link Mars as guy. But basically, he works exclusively with Fruity Loops.
Dude, if anything,
like you gotta watch this guy on Fruity Loops. He does some crazy shit. But go ahead, Mars.
If anything, I want to link you with FT Dub. I'm gonna say, hey man, this is guy been missing with the 404. Give him a shout out if you got any advice. He's a really fucking cool dude. And if you don't, that's cool too. But I'm just gonna see. I told him to hit
That
me
was
up.
your old like mentor from high school, wasn't it?
He was my media tech teacher
Yeah,
in high
yeah,
school.
yeah.
But I even hit him up about this show, and he was a little iffy about it. He sounded interested at first, so he heard where it was.
He's probably got
But
shit
you know
going
what?
on.
Definitely. But you know what? I intend to have him next season, as well as YouTube, for sure. You know, if anything, I have a feeling y'all two might be the first on the show. Who knows? When this shit
I have
comes
a feeling
around,
that might be a truth.
season 2,
You know I'll
episode
be
1,
here. I mean, who the fuck has been here since day 6?
since yeah,
Since day 1,
since
dude.
day 1. Really, day 1, my day 1 fan, brother. Dude, thank
I've
you,
been here, man.
thank
I've
you
been
for
doing
showing.
what I can.
You've made me really believe in myself. Believe it or not.
It is what it is. I try to do that myself. I mean, like the fact of the matter is, we've all been doing music together, and like we're here for all of you. We're here for ourselves, obviously, but
Cheers, brother.
what we've done for each other,
You've
we're
done a lot.
trying to get, if anything, the local Fort Worth scene on the fucking map. And yes, I particularly meant Fort Worth.
Fuck yeah.
I'll give
the
a shout
Fort
out
Worth
to I'll
scene.
give a shout out to Dallas and
The whole
Denton
Fort Worth scene, yeah.
and any other part around North Texas. Basically, I'll give a whole shout out to North Texas. Nothing but love.
DFW
Before-
Metroplex was
But the 817 is where it's at. This is our city.
This
This
is
is
the
our
place
home.
where we want to get recognized.
This
because
is where
there's talent
This
here.
this is the love we want to show to this is the love, like 817.
the talent's here.
But shout outs to everybody. Go ahead, man. My bad. I just
No,
had to
well,
give
Rishi-
shout outs to my
Rishi-
city.
Rishi had something to say. Go ahead, Rishi.
I got one final song request. And this might be a bitch song request, but it's one of my own songs.
That's not a bitch request.
Um,
That means that you got something good. What do you got in mind?
You know what? I was gonna recommend Interstellar, but
I wouldn't have mind that. But
fuck that. Let's go. Don't worry, Perspective Collective. Please, let's do that. Like a last
yeah,
song of
let's
this
do that.
of this fucking podcast. I mean, I'm not that we should end it. If y'all don't want to end it right now, we don't have to end it right now. But I'm just saying right
We'll
now.
cut it for y'all. We've been doing a good show.
Yeah.
it's been a pretty good show as far. I feel like it's been one of my
But
favorites.
let's make sure Don't Worry gets played because shouts out to that song.
You
I'm
all right,
down.
all right. Is it on me? I
Do you wanna
I
go
thought
ahead?
Rishi
What
might
it
add.
is?
Now I'm on. Let me get on your page. Where is it on Perspective Collective?
It's a Perspective Collective page.
This one also has a music video. We might link that below. We'll definitely send Mars the links.
Mars, have you seen the music video? to this song?
Rishi's page is
Which-
usually
I haven't.
linked
Don't Worry.
on the description.
There's a no. I haven't, which one? I haven't. There's a lot of videos I haven't
Can
seen.
you put it on YouTube right now so you can watch it right now too?
I can't. I can probably.
No,
play
it would
on
fuck
YouTube.
with bandwidth. Just play the song.
Alright, just play it.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said,
fin-
basically Rishi's SoundCloud link is usually on the description. But we'll make sure. I'll try to make sure and send him a video link of the song.
What's it called again? I'm sorry.
Don't
Don't-
worry.
Okay.
Perspective Collective.
Okay, I'm looking for it. Dude, Perspective Collective have so much music that they've together collected.
To me,
as
this
well,
is one of the
and
best songs we ever made.
Yeah, this one's this is actually a staple, at least in Rishi's production too, because for the
Yeah, I
longest.
produced the track too. Shouts out.
Forget
Forget that sometimes.
They
And
produced
this
the
is
song.
Vivasek, dude, the homie that's been.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and it's
Oh,
got
yeah.
it's got none of my guitars, but I've legitimately written guitar parts for. We played the song.
We
not
played some live
but
renditions
We
of the
always
song.
do renditions of it.
The homie Vivasek, apparently, he finalizes most of this music. He masters it. He makes sure the
Basically, 100% of it.
Qualities.
Like 99.999% of our music he does.
I have to meet this guy one day, but
No,
yeah,
you
dude.
will. He's excited to be here, bro. I've
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
him.
I
his-
told
I
Mars
got
that earlier that you mentioned the podcast.
He's like,
somewhere
please,
tonight.
man, let me come through. And I'm like,
Let's
dude, we
make
got
this
you.
happen. He'll definitely come on. Shouts out to Vivasek. You have a
Oh,
spot
yeah.
here on the show.
Season 2, we got you, V.
Yeah,
And,
he's also got some metal roots too, dude. He's also into some chorus.
He does like metal a lot.
He does. He's
He's originally a bassist.
Yeah, he's originally a bassist. He
That's
used to produce for metal bands before he produced for hip hop.
That's literally
or anything like
right
that.
up my alley, man.
Literally, yeah, you know
You,
what it's
you
like.
guys have been awesome. Let's go ahead and play Perspective
Don't worry
Collective.
about
Don't
Perspective
worry.
Collective.
don't
Produced
worry
by
about
Reeshi.
don't worry
featuring-
about them. They got
This is one of
this
my
shit
favorite
handled.
songs of all time.
Featuring
If you want to
Vivisect
talk
and
about my
Reeshi.
discography, you want to ask what Reeshi likes, this is what I like. All right.
All right, check it out, y'all. This is music from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
This is completely underground, but yeah, go check it out. You guys will love it. Up all night. We'll be back.
I had a dream that I died and never came back. Conversation with the Lord about everything I lack. Cause it seems lately everybody hate me. And I said that shit cause I meant that shit. But I'm still wrong, gotta stay gone. Don't ask what I'm on cause I answer too long. If you got some, you should post some. But if you like me, we about to blow up. So life too short to stay filled with hate. I reckon that the past can't be too far away. I reckon on these tracks I track with the freight. Killing my vibe, that's your last mistake. Now what's the end game when you fly away? I ain't even know, I just another day. My whole team's in here, what you tryna say? She whisper in my ear, she ain't tryna stay. So we gon'
I'm way up all night long. We smoking, we drinking till we on. She asking what we on. I told her don't worry, just focus on your own. Come through and we run it right, yeah. Smoke one or two, baby. This is every night, yeah. You know I want you. Passing out in the haze, wake up, gotta concentrate. Constant strain, talking every day. Make it hard for you to feel okay. Why do we feel this way? Wasn't we right out? Baby, we don't need doubt. Are you in or out? Before we leave now. Try to tell you, baby. Try to tell you, you're what I need. And it's hard to believe, but you're so pretty. You make it hard to think. Honestly, I'm way up all night long. We smoking, we drinking till we on. She asking what we on. I told her don't worry, just focus on your own.
Satan used to be an angel. I ain't from my place, yeah. Good die young, I know I ain't from my pace, yeah. Still ahead of my time, till my time's elapsed. Got something brown in my cup, something brown in my lap. Only time she showed me love, someone else beat it to it. Does you wonder why her actions always come across as jealous? Life's a bitch and then you die, but I'm here though. Like for real in the flesh, can you say that about your hero? Here for the night, and she ain't the type of sky. Ain't the type to give a fuck, too much makers in my cup. Something wrong with my brain, too many shots to drain. Too many haters to name, too many vibes to contain. God to be blessed from my congregation. Dropping knowledge, that's an everyday conversation. No allowance for hate and games or plays for gays. If we the vibe creator, we align with greater, that's God.
I'm way up all night long. We smoking, we drinking till we on. She asking what we on. I told her don't worry, just focus on your own. Yeah, focus on your own. I'm way up all night long. So focus on your own. I told her don't worry, yeah. Baby told me it feels right. She said only like one night, only like one night.
How's
Yo,
everybody doing tonight?
Yo, Up All Night. This is grand finale. This is obviously episode 71, but
Hey. Almost made it for 70. You know what I'm saying? Usually I come every 10 episodes, right?
yeah,
But,
y'all do. Yeah, when Reeshi comes, he came 50, he came 60, and 70, 71 close. I did a
Rishi's a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
I like how you agreed. Yeah,
Definitely.
Dude, I love you. He's totally not a fraud, but both of you guys are bad at it. I love you guys. But dude, season 2 is gonna be fucking lit, dude. Vivisect, dude. I heard him in that That last bit of there, don't
Hey,
worry.
shout
That
out to
was
V,
cool.
man. That guy's
Shouts out
Yo.
to Vivisec. That was cool.
Yo, if
lad.
anybody
He's
wants
a
to watch
good
the music
lad.
video for that last song, go
Yeah.
to YouTube. Just search "Don't Worry Perspective Collective."
Yeah, search that, and if you didn't hear this, there will be a link. Trust me, man. But like this guy Mars hooks it up. This guy, he pays his respects, and we're just glad to be here. Up All Night show.
Dude, this
I'm
next
glad to be here, man.
Final days.
Dude, they
I am
of
glad
course
to be here.
I'm honored to have him here. Nex has been here since the beginning, since the
Yep.
drunk cast. But
Yep.
anyways, goddamn, this
I
shit's
love those.
Next,
Dude, by the way, them like solo shows you do are godlike, man. I wish you'd have done those more. But when you come back, hopefully you do. The solo shows like
I don't
at least
think
me personally, they make me feel so nostalgic because it's legit just you. You go off like on the same like 2 topics, and then you'll go off on something else, and then it's
Really?
just, dude, I notice patterns,
I
but the
get
point is,
so wasted.
this shit is entertaining as fuck.
Do you appreciate?
And I'm like not laughing at you. It's just like, damn,
no.
dude, this is fucking great. Like
it's definitely laughable.
basically, what it makes me feel like is how I wish I was like awake right there at that point where like I watched 40 minutes of it and then I just call you and be like, yo, let's talk some shit, dude. But most of the times you hit me up, it's like 5 in the morning. I just wake up and I'm like hungover.
Even
and I'm
worse,
like,
7
I'm
or
like,
8 in
I'm
the
like,
morning.
oh, dude, I can't talk. I'm just like, I legit feel like a fucking like burnt fucking turd, dude.
Dude, I'm a burnt turd talking shit on a microphone, and then no one's
Shit's
stopping
great,
me.
though,
That's
dude.
the
how
worst part.
basically, we all got to start somewhere. Is my point, you know?
That's
I'm getting
what
better.
happens, man.
I'm practicing.
At the end of the day, people just want to enjoy themselves. Like, how many people have sat here and drank their asses off on this couch, and how
And
many
didn't
people
say
are
shit.
gonna exactly? How many, dude? Even better point. I wasn't even like talking about that, but like Mars now calling like firing shots. Like that's a good point. How many people have sat here and not said shit and stayed quiet and look at their fucking phones?
Put a
you know
thumb
what
in
I
their
mean?
ass and
And
said,
if I put a thumb in their booty. But you know, shout outs to them too, I guess, because they were part of the experience. But
That's what makes it. We get to, you know.
yeah, you got the fucking boring guests,
You
and
have
then
to
you got the
woo-woo
people who got something to
sometimes.
say. And that's all good, because regardless, we're all part of this nice spectrum here, and we got Up All Night, Reeshi, myself, and
You
Mars
got some
Mac.
gods in the building, man. You got Mars, you got Nex, you got. I'm like the least, but you got me, Rishi.
I
here
thought
too,
you were
know
the
what I'm
second
saying?
one. I was like, and then you got Mars. No, you guys are fucking
I said
awesome.
Mars
We're
was
all
the
music.
first
We're, you know what? We're the future of music making, man. We
We are.
we
are.
have
We
to,
are.
we are. I was
Oh
just
god, we're
say.
gonna go there. We're gonna go there.
I knew I'd
The
miss
youth
it.
of the nation.
Yes.
That shit posting there was godlike. That was good.
I have to clap my fingers when I do it. But
I don't want to get me started.
dude, today I was listening to it and I was thinking to myself,
Oh,
dude,
so sorry.
Nex would totally disapprove if he came.
Will you listen to that song today?
Dude, Mars is a cornball, dude.
You
Mars
listen
is-
to that
Mars
song
is-
today.
Yeah.
Dude, total cornball. But you know why?
Dude, Mars
You know-
ain't ashamed. He's not ashamed, dude. He's like passionate. Dude.
I
He's
rock,
a
I
cornball,
rock,
dude.
dude. I rock the
You like
music. I love.
B.O.D.?
Dude, I listen to Limp Bizkit all the time.
No,
Eric.
basically, he listens to the hits. You know,
Yeah,
he listens
yeah.
to the
I
hits,
like 'em.
dude.
Yeah.
No,
Dude.
but by the way, I'm not gonna lie. I had the same. This was probably like in the first 10 shows of Up All Night. I did mention this about this topic. We've talked about this before. We don't cover it in too much, but just quickly, I do still fuck with Corn hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
here and there, I'll
hey.
be like, "Yo, Spotify, yo, Corn."
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
hey,
Yo,
dude,
Untouchables.
dude,
Yeah.
the beginning of this month, fucking Nex sent me. See, he tagged me in a video. Like,
It was a Corn video
It was
that
a
made
Korn-
that something
it
breaks
takes a part of me.
It was a May meme, like the month of May.
You,
Yo, what about Twisted Transistor, dude?
I've never heard of that. Do you heard that?
I have.
I don't know what that is. I don't
It's
know
the one
what
with
that
all the
is,
rappers in it. Lil Jon's in it. Snoop Dogg, I think, is in it.
Twisted.
No, I remember- I remember-
Transistor.
Twisted Transistor.
I remember when Lil Jon remix was did some shit with Slayer. That was
No, he did Crazy
insane.
Train. Remember he did Crazy
No,
Train?
but he also did Slayer.
No, that wasn't Lil Jon. That was Trick
No,
Daddy.
that was Lil Jon.
No, Crazy
No,
Train
Trick
was
Daddy.
Trick Daddy.
Yeah,
Lil
right, you're
Jon
right.
did shit with
You're right.
Slayer, cuz.
Talking about Trick Daddy and Crazy Train.
No, but that was Trick Daddy.
You
No,
don't-
Lil Jon did shit with
If
Slayer.
you want it, you can get it.
with
Let me
Slayer.
know.
He did shit with thrash metal
Let's
satanic gods.
go.
You know the worst thing I
If
heard
you
about the
want
May.
it, you can get it. Let me know.
You know the May thing. The worst I heard was Justin Timberlake. It's gonna be May.
I love that one. I saw
Oh,
that
God.
one.
But it was
Gotta be May.
It's accurate though, because
It's
it was gonna
gonna
be
be
May,
May.
and everyone posted it. I was like, God damn, you guys.
But now we're going into shitpost May territory.
It's
Fucking-
gonna be May. That was like a meme that was popular for a week. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
good
was
stuff though.
only-
Good
most
stuff.
fucking short-lived meme
That week
of my
and that
life.
Thanks
week
for
alone.
watching the UpAllNight show. If I'm speaking a little louder than usual, it's because I have cheaper headphones on and I'm talking loud.
Ooh, he's not talking that loud. He's tripping.
Good stuff.
This was a great show. You guys enjoyed it?
Hey,
Give
man,
it a
shouts
like.
out. Can I tell one more? Can I give a
Fuck
shout out to
yeah.
every single one of my fans, everybody that fucks with my music, even though there ain't a lot of you. Shouts out to William S. Shouts out to KV. Shouts out to Fire Ant. Shouts out to all the homies who fuck with my music throughout this whole fucking series. Shouts out to Mars specifically. He's helping fucking Drunk Somewhere Texas get to 1K plays. That's all I can say.
That's all you, brother. That's your talent.
That's
That has nothing to do with
you
me.
helping me out too.
That's just
Shouts out
me
to
appreciating
fucking V,
it. Appreciate it, though. Cheers.
VI 2 times. My fucking he's my heart. He's my soul. And then motherfucking shouts out to Nex. He is my brain. He is my body. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucking. Shouts out to the team I have. Shouts out to everybody, man. I'm just getting
Perspective
really
Collective.
emotional. Like,
Shouts out.
No, I'm just
Perspective
laughing
Collective.
'cause I look
Jay
like a woman
Cassius.
every time on
Shouts
stream.
out to Lottie Castro. Shouts out to motherfucking
No,
Yak
you
the
don't.
Mac Dance Daily, BL Dub, CJ Top Off, like all
Hey,
Trip Fan
CJ.
Trez, motherfucking shouts out to Nino Slays, dude. Shouts out to
Definitely shout outs to
motherfucking
the whole North
goddamn
Texas
squad,
scene.
Lil Rick, bro.
Hopefully-
like
hopefully-
goddamn, rest in peace, motherfucking Cloud Brava. Holy shit, you.
Rest in peace, brother.
Ah,
we love
damn,
you.
I just thought about that. Goddamn, shouts out to bro Dion. Shouts out.
Basically,
rest in peace, bro. God,
literally, if we're
fucking
gonna do
damn.
that, shout outs and rest in peace to all our fallen mates. You
all
know?
of our fallen
Everyone,
people,
everyone
man.
who's just really representing people like us that just
Motherfucking
fought
Ray,
for us.
Oscar,
Shouts
all
out
of
to
y'all,
every
man.
single
Shouts
one of
out
you.
all of
To
y'all.
ya.
Whether you be in war or the war within the war of the war that's not heard of,
Yeah.
because there's people being like fighting wars that no one's hearing about.
Basically, cover your asses, man. Enjoy your lives. You know,
Most definitely.
cherish
Oh, yeah,
them.
man.
And shout outs to the
God
North
damn.
Texas fucking music scene. Whether you're in a band, you do hip hop.
And shouts out
produce.
to everybody who makes music
If you've watched this
in
show
the DF
and
Dub.
you're listening to us now, message this show or something. Any of the affiliate links below that you'll
If you want to
find.
fuck with this show and put your music
If
on the
there's-
show,
yeah, any-
message us.
basically,
Message
Let us
anyone
know.
in this show. Let them know. Don't
Myself
be a bitch.
including.
Literally, like people will reach out if you show you their if you
But
show them your
basically-
shit, they will fuck with you. That's how it works.
send a
You
personal
know what I'm
message
saying? Like that's how
to
it fucking works.
the UpAllNight show on Mars Magma's channel. Best
Your-
way to get him, and
Your song
there'll
will
be
be
other
played
links.
here constantly.
Just give him a like this guy. This guy is up and up, and if he's not up and up, I'm not gonna say I'll remind him, but I'm the kind of guy to ask him what the fuck he's been doing, and I'm not
And
a.
if not that, he brings the fire that needs to be brought.
I just want to
Yeah.
make sure that this show it stays basically a lit. It stays. It has a
Afloat.
good afloat. There we go. That's a better word. I'm almost an idiot.
Hopefully, it gets
Another way to put
further. It gets to the surface. and
Basically, it
reaches
needs
the top.
to stay running, and if you guys are making music in the North Texas area, and even beneath that, we're just saying directly speaking, because we are in the North Texas region. But if you're making music, particularly in Texas, holy shit, we will show you love, especially if we like it. If we love it, then you won't stop hearing it. You won't stop, fucking. You won't, it is
Oh,
what it is. Shouts out
basically-
to everyone.
All we're looking for is real people. You have real music that you want to express. Let's have some real conversation about it, and let's just share music, share love, share fun. Let's have fun with this. It's not about like
Yeah.
It's no competition. We're just here to have
Yeah.
fun and express ideas because there's not very many outlets that allow you to express your own idea without giving you like a you can't say this type shit. This is YouTube. We say what the fuck we want, and if anything, let's express good ideas and let's give the youth a good outlet to where they can learn about cool ideas and that people are talking about fun ideas and music and sharing creative outlets rather than just trying to like, hey, let's try to fight each other. Fuck all that shit. We're trying to let's create. Quit hating, let's create.
Basically, if anything,
And
find you a unit.
Straight up.
Just basically find you a unit and stop being a cuck. Don't be a cunt towards everyone else. Just be a part of something. And if you're not, yeah, you can still talk shit, but you're gonna be disregarded quickly, and you're just gonna look like a buster. Unless you mentioned, don't
And that's
hate.
soft,
Don't
dude.
hate.
Dude,
Participate.
don't hate. And then you know what? Nowadays it's hard to find like a good like like a good mentor, somebody who's really trying to express good ideas. Dude, there's plenty. Just quit looking for these quit looking for the mainstream media because they have a lot of faulty ideas. But anyways, we're gonna sum this up, man. I love these guys that are here. Quit following fake people. Listen to real ideas. You'll feel it in your heart. If you're a real person, you'll feel it in your heart and soul that that's a real idea. That you know you can't argue with it. This feels
anything,
right.
in words of the junkie himself, I just call him a junkie just because it's funny. But Tim Larry himself, think for yourself. Question authority.
There you go. That's the best way to really out
The bear.
Think for yourself and question authority. There's a reason shit's happening. People want your identity for a reason. But anyways, I mean, we can go. This can go anywhere. But I want to go ahead and end it here and say thank you for you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a fun show.
As we said, check the links, and if you really do want to make contact, this
Can
guy.
I make one more comment? Yo,
Definitely.
By the way, even if you comment on the comment section below of the actual video, not many people make comments on the video, but this guy will definitely be notified. So as he said, if you have music that you feel needs to be played, and that you want some sort of admiration, we're on the same boat as you. Go ahead, Reeshi.
alright, so what I wanted to say is my last comments on the show, I guess, for before the next season is not many people in this area, from what I've done, and I've researched, dude. I've met so many people in this local area when it comes to rap, when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to a lot of this shit. I've met these people, I've dapped them up, I've shook their hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've met these people face to face and said, good job, good shit at their shows. Some of these people I've been to their first shows. But all I can say is out of everything I've seen in this whole fucking DFW Fort Worth scene, I haven't met anybody as selfless, as devoted, as committed to the craft as motherfucking Mars Magma. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Mars. Like, bro. Like
Appreciate the recognition, dude. That's
on some real shit. Like nobody here, like out of everybody I've met,
I know Nex.
out of everybody I met, I mean, Nex. That's besides the point. Nex is a part of the Trinity, so I'm not comparing him to you, because like, you know, that would be
basically on the external.
like he's.
I feel the same way too.
I'm talking about people aside from us.
And in a way, I could resonate
like,
with Rishi's point too, because other than the people I directly make music with, I wasn't making music with you for a while. But there's a particular reason that I respect you to the point where like I had to get, we had to get the show up and running. But go ahead, Rishi.
That's all I'm saying is like no one's doing this. No one's trying to put on the local music scene like this.
This in particular,
and like that's the shittiest
and trying to provide the comfort zones too. Those parameters.
This is to every artist too. Any amateur artist out there in DFW. That's the shittiest thing about Texas and DFW. No one's looking out for you. No one's trying to pull you up.
Kind of feels that way sometimes.
A lot of times. That's the hard reality.
Most of the time.
Why nobody blows up in Texas? Why people had to move to New York or Cali or fucking Hollywood to blow up? It's because it's not because no outlet. It's because everybody in Texas has some fucking shitty taste. And I don't mean that out of hate. I just mean that out of the sense that like y'all don't respect what's new and what's dope. Travis Scott is the #1 selling artist right now in the industry, and he told everyone when I was making songs in Houston and I was trying to do shows in Houston, people talk shit about me and say I was just some weird ass dude.
What?
But now he's making #1
stigma right there.
He's making #1 fucking hits.
But
in the whole nation and fuck the nation internationally, this fool's making #1 hits because Texas is up their ass about their taste, bro.
Yeah.
And
when
you sum it
that's all I
up,
can say, man.
a lot of people like they're trend followers.
Yeah.
And you can't expect them to set the trend because it's usually one person that sets the trend.
No, it has to be one person. It has to be
one
person that does something to invoke a group of people who are empowered that like it to make all the other sheep follow. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it
Texas has definitely been caught up on that. But if anything,
Texas is big as fuck. That's why I think it's his biggest fault. Is because we have so many cucks. We have so many cucks in the state.
Good point.
As usual, I'll just be the devil's advocate. Don't forget where you're from, though.
No, I love Texas.
The part of the reason that you are who you are,
I love Texas.
Overall identity-wise, that's context.
This is where I'm gonna put this though. Texas loves Travis Scott. but they did not love him before he was famous.
That's everyone, mate.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but
I forgot about that. This song is like straight up video.
but I mean, peace, y'all. Shouts to everybody who's been watching this up all night tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Regardless, sometimes they get watched earlier. Sometimes I'm surprised. It gets like later viewers. I'll look at some shows and they'll be like 5 views, and then they'll be like 23, and they'll be like 40. Things tend to grow. Thanks for listening, everyone. About to wrap things up. Waiting for Mars Magma. Here on some of the last days of the Up All Night show. Late as ever. We're doing what we can. Funny nights. Up all night.
do I have anything to say?
I killed my water. I was
No,
looking
I
for
do
my
not.
Yo, I'm back. Yo, Up All Night, folks. I have the homie Reeshi here and Nex. God damn, it was a fucking great night. I came back from the restroom. I couldn't have asked for a better night than tonight. And tomorrow, they'll definitely, maybe we'll have another show. And for tonight, though, man, these guys came through. They brought everything. I appreciate everything you guys done for the show. Next, Reeshi, you guys done so much. Like I said, shouts out to everyone else. Also, people who haven't been on the show that need to be, I'm still gonna give them shout out. Shouts out to Lucifer Clothing. Go check out the links below. She makes great music. Great clothing, and she makes her own bags. Everything's made by hand, and it's hand stitched. And shouts out to my brother's trivia. It's Big Lou's Trivia. It's in a Ginger Man bar and pub.
Yeah, if you're in the Fort Worth area, check out G-Man's. There's a nice little trivia nights.
Definitely, that's all Fort Worth. I've been considering doing it and being the Up All Night show, but it's hard to get a group of friends over there. And we end up doing a show instead of going over. But eventually, we'll have it to where we're always
up, basically.
The Up All Night crew is gonna be doing trivia at G-Man's for my brother. He will even be on the show, even doing trivia for us. We're gonna have a trivia contest. The winner gets either a bottle or some drinks. Who knows? But I appreciate you guys sticking around. Anything you guys want to say?
Yeah. I just want to say that we got a lot of good things to come. I'm hiccuping right now. I'm fucked up, but Perspective Collective has a lot of good things to come. Shouts out to Mars Magma. We got a lot of great things. Thank you, brother. A lot of great things to come. Up All Night Season 2 is going to be the fucking greatest thing y'all's ever seen. Shouts out.
Up All Night is definitely going to be great, but not as great as what Reeshi has, William has. Everyone that has been a fucking good artist and that has come through and shown love to this show.
Yeah.
Appreciate you so much. This has been the Up All Night. Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you, dude. Like I said, Reeshi, appreciate you and Nex are the bomb.
This has been... Oh shit, Doug. This has been Up All Night, y'all. That's all I gotta say.
We are Up All Night. And definitely, like I said, we'll be back. This is, like I said, go follow Reeshi and Nex, Perspective Collective. Go follow them. They're gonna be creating music. And season 2...
We'll carry the torch up until next season, alright, y'all?
Go follow them. They'll always be making music, art, whatever it may be. But we love you folks. Everyone who's been a part. We'll see you next time. This has been Up All Night. There might be another part to this. I might showcase some music because I have tons of songs to play amongst my friends. And I have nothing else to do. So who knows what might happen. I love my friends for coming by. Thank you, Nex. Yo,
shouts out to Nex.
Yo, shouts out to Nex with the
shouts
404.
Out to Perspective Collective. Shouts out to KV. Shouts out to William S. Shouts out to these main key players. Shouts out to
you here
Fire
Ant.
Ant.
All Night show.
Yo, they have Fire Ant, definitely. Fuck yeah, Fire Ant. Shouts out to Fire Ant. Dude, everybody on this that has been
71. Dude, Up All Night show 71.
I had my homie.
Shouts out to Mr. C.
I had my homie Edgar Grimaldo come by one time.
Here. Where's Mr. C? I'm surprised he ain't even here right now.
He's at working. He's
got a job.
He's got a job now. Shouts out. Maybe we can show his face now.
Nah, never that.
Never ever again.
Mr. C's real.
But anyways, it's been a fun night.
Thanks for watching, folks.
We love you guys.
We love all of you, yo. We love all of you.
Up All Night, we love you. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace out.